I didn't think about that. Yeah. I was thinking dough.
Same.
No. No. And I bet the music is loud as hell in here. So, hey everybody, welcome back to the table. I'm gonna fix the music here in just a second, so bear with me, please. I'm getting my stuff. It's been a hectic setup here, so bear with us. Buck with us.
What if the audio's even working? My MacBook just sucks. One or the other.
I mean, I'm looking at green things moving and shaking.
Oh, I think my MacBook just sucks. Yep.
I mean, that sounds right.
Jamie, don't disparage the Mac.
Don't blast him.
Talk shit to him.
All right, I gotta get my notes pulled up here just real quick. I wanted to go ahead and go live so we can kind of talk. How's everybody doing? What's up?
Good.
How's it going?
Better by the second.
Better by the second?
That's right.
That's right.
Really want some McDonald's. But y'all got Wendy's this time. Still want McDonald's.
We were initially going to go to McDonald's, but their line was way too long.
Yeah, Friday night, loaded. All the way till like 2 in the morning. It's crazy.
Gross.
And unlike Chick-fil-A, they don't have a fast pass.
Dude, one time I went to that McDonald's. The line was long, but I still got in it. And there were just kids sitting on like rooftops smoking marijuana. One looked at me and was like, "You want some?" And I just looked at him like, and he goes, "Oh, okay." And he just kept smoking.
Smoking a marijuana?
You're smoking like 8 marijuanas.
Oh, so
All
like
in,
just
in between each little finger area. Like that.
Oh wow, that's very committed. That's very impressive.
Hey, what was it? Was it like?
Kim says music's still too loud.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I promise.
We're doing great. Man, could you imagine doing great on 8?
That'd actually be
blows,
impressive.
8
You
puffs.
could do like one giant inhale, just the whole way across. I mean, I don't do any of that, so I wouldn't know. I
Hypothetically.
have no idea.
Yeah?
I wouldn't.
I remember in Pineapple Express they had the cross one.
I was about to say, is it the
three
cross
one?
joint?
You had 3 lights, but that's less than 8. Last time I checked, 3 is less than 8.
Dude, there's a Chinese place around the corner that.
Called 3 is less than 8.
No.
How weird.
I was just thinking, we're talking about food places. I was just thinking this place. Have you had like an authentic Chinese restaurant experience? Like you don't order, they just roll around the cart and then they hold out dishes and say what they are and just try to give them to you. And whatever you take, they like stamp a piece of paper on your table.
I've been to a place that's kind of like that. It was in New Orleans. They just had pictures of the food, and it was a number.
Pictures? Is it liquid food?
No, well, they had their dishes like on pictures, like on the thing. Their menu had no words. And it was like you could order a 3. I'll have a 7.
I'm not sure what that is, but I'll take the 6.
It seemed like an authentic Chinese because you can just like I'll have an 8.
Never been to a place like
I'll
that.
have this many.
And they're like, okay. Well, they didn't say that. I think
English loser.
I don't know. I was a little inebriated at that time. I can't remember what happened.
Yeah?
But I did eat it, and it was very tasty.
Okay, I think I've got almost everything up here.
She said music's still overpowering. Your
Still?
music's too powerful
You know it is. You know I'd like
to
my
the stream,
music.
at least.
So they just walked around with like an airport or airplane thing, and like, here's this. What do you want?
Aggressively.
Oh,
Oh.
Like they go up and they pour bun and they just hold it out like over the table like they're about to set it down. And you gotta be like no thank you, and then they'll take it back.
they didn't even. Do you have like a price guide? No, just this is it.
And as soon as anything was set on that table, there's they take that piece of paper,
Take it
set it
away.
on there, and just take a stamp and right next to the food name.
All right, there we go. This is what we're rocking with.
I don't know how to.
I can still adjust.
I think we're okay.
I can adjust stuff still on the fly, so. I'm gonna keep my mouse right over here, just in case we need to do something crazy. What?
Huh?
Oh, y'all are being cheeky. That's what the kids call it now.
Another anonymous user says the audio is good.
Another anon, just an anon out here. All right, so I'll let you guys decide. Do Do I use the blue die or the red die tonight?
Is
Red
this
dye.
like the restaurant where they
Blue.
like in your face? Like,
Blue pill, red pill.
He would have made the decision already. We took too long.
you mean the
Aggressive.
guy for you?
Yeah,
He was like, you're eating this?
pretty much.
Oh, no, I don't know.
We
Which
have
one?
one vote for a red.
Can we see the stats on like 20s and 1s?
I like
I don't
red.
have the Excel sheet ready.
I'll say that one.
Red seems aggressively good or bad. It's just one or the other. No middle
we
ground.
chose
No comment
right.
from the
Red.
red. Okay.
Red.
I feel like you just went with the crowd.
I did. I was gonna say blue, but everyone else said red, so I said red.
A friendly reminder too, Mike etiquette. Don't forget. Trying to make sure we're all picked up as always.
Would you say that we were
Am I?
ready mirror for it?
Oh, you know what? The music was probably
Hey.
loud because I still had like the countdown music on, and it's like intentionally louder than the rest. So
Oh,
Noob.
there's a lot happening back here, sir. I have a lot to do. Okay.
And we appreciate it.
We do.
And I switched over to the new laptop today,
That's exciting.
so we'll see how it goes. I guess it could be exciting.
Does it have a Pentium 2 processor in it?
Yes,
Is it running 3.1 Windows?
it is a Core i5. All right.
Ooh.
I'll say it again. Welcome back to the table, everybody. We're back with another episode of Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Thank you for being patient with us while we got everything up and running here. I've got to sneeze in like 3 seconds. It's
Bless
coming.
you.
Oh, jeez.
I'm fighting it.
Praise
fighting
the
it?
devil.
I'm fighting it. Okay.
The
think we're
sneeze is
past it.
gone.
It's
Oh,
gone.
it's like the...
I took it and I just shoved
Don't
it
like.
back down into the depths where it belongs. Anywho, how's everybody doing? We good?
Good for you.
Good.
Great.
Happy it's Friday.
Happy it's D&D Friday.
It is D&D Friday. Every week's D&D Friday for the two of us.
true.
And technically for you because you have to deal with me dealing with D&D Fridays. My hobby is your curse. Well, I guess we won't waste a whole lot of time, then get into it. I don't have any announcements or anything. Anybody have anything they want to say before we get started?
That's a good cross stitch. My hobby is your curse.
The Covington Con has
Yes.
just announced their dates. It's going to be August 23rd and 24th, which is a Friday and a Saturday, because the place that is hosting it does church on Sundays. So
Well, we
it's a
wouldn't want
Friday
to
and a
get in the
Saturday.
way of the good Lord.
So I don't know about times yet, but they literally just announced them like yesterday. So
It'd be fun to
August
do
23, 24.
like a stream Friday, like a thing like that instead. We should take a whole D&D group and do that. Use a phone like that the whole time. You know what I mean?
That's
Dude, no, we
pretty sharp.
figure out like we get a backpack and then put like a monopod off the back of it, and you get like Grand Theft Auto style third person camera.
That's great.
I'd be totally down for that.
There was a video I watched where they tried to simulate that with driving a car. Like they put the person in the driver's seat, they blacked out all the windows and put
They
a
have the camera above
camera
it.
third person view behind the car and gave them a monitor that they could see the third person version of them driving.
Can they drive that way?
It did not go well.
I was about to say that delay, right?
It did not go well. It was not a success.
We'd either be great or would be on the top of I'm the main character. With that kind of logic.
Literally. There is no one else. Oh, man. All right. Oh. It's been 2 weeks, but we're back. 2 sessions in a row. That's a new 2024 record. Killing it, crushing it. Who wants to do the recap for inspiration?
I can.
Good old volunteer and Ayla.
Hit me with it.
So on session 12, we were sleep house is how it ended, just so everyone knows. So session 13, Colt wakes up. He saw claw marks when he was doing his patrol. Noticed that the table didn't seem to be bolted down anymore. We do a sweep of the ship, find nothing else. Go to the room with the claw marks to investigate further. We hear a noise in the room. Seems to be coming like behind or in the wall. Seems pretty sus. Colt finds a notch to open it. He finds 8 bolts of something or another. I don't know the fancy word that was
Weaponry.
used. He unwraps one of them. It has 10 morning stars. Each has a different set of weapons. The last is a shield with a lizard folk person on it. Colt and I decide to check the other side. It's a holding cell. There is a malnourished elf in here. Oceanus is his name. He seems to be a sea elf. He was ordered to follow the ship that we're on and try to discover what it was doing, such the pirate people were doing. He was caught. Doesn't seem to be a good spy. He's been held prisoner since. Said they have another port at Seaton. He says he saw lizard folk collected just north of Saltmarsh. So then, like, we finish our sleep, and here's where it gets real ugly. We attempt to sail the ship. We really don't seem to know what we're doing. We have the principle, but, like, the actual putting it in, like, the implementation, not great. Good thing Oceana seems to know what he's doing, because we sure don't. I mean, it went great. We're professionals. At the port, though, we have an interesting conversation about what to do with all of these dead bodies.
Among other things.
You know, hey, we figured it out, though. We're going to keep them. We're not going to throw them overboard like some people wanted us to do. So we get on the little boat so we just, like, drop the anchor, and then some of us get on the boat, and we go up to the dock. There we get a cart thing, put the 2 dead bodies on it, head to the city hall. Is that what it's called? I don't know. We go to wherever all of the important people are. The council. And there they find out that Ingo the Drover is who handles the bounties. He lives at number 22 on the map.
That's good.
Something about there's a bunch of crabs there and the area's abandoned. Seems pretty sus for someone to live there. Not sure how that's going to go about later. But
That's how they get rid of the bodies.
there are 2 of us outside with the bodies and 2 of us inside. So we're waiting. I'm currently waiting outside with the 2 corpses, and I'm just waiting for the council members.
That was pretty good.
Thanks.
That was pretty good. You get inspiration for the evening.
Thank you.
Give her the inspiration skull.
Ooh, I get a skull.
Yeah, we always forget to use inspiration. So this is how you gotta give it back when you use it.
I don't want to give it back.
How cool. Where did that come from?
Well, then you don't have to use your inspiration.
But if I don't use it,
One
then I'll lose
the
it.
only slight adjustment I will make to your recap is that he did not live in the creepy Crabber's Cove area. It's just like near it.
Oh, near number 22.
Yeah. And the only reason that that's important is just
When I tried
most
to go
people
there,
would not want to be
In Crab Cove.
in or near.
That's where we're going
Crabber's
to
Cove.
deliver the bodies.
Yeah.
'Cause that's where bodies go to disappear.
Or we should have taken all the other bodies potentially. I mean, what?
And now we know.
Let's see. I'll get rid of this here. There we go. I feel like the computer's still just like trying to catch up from everything I tried to do with it like at one time. So we're getting there. So yes. So I believe right when we left off, you had all just met back up with each other right in front of the council hall building in the middle of town there. So you find yourself standing there. Who's holding the corpse cart?
I'll say I am.
Standing there holding the cart. You've kind of set it down. There's like from the jostling and going over the roads, getting where you at. There's like a hand that's just kind of hanging out to the side. That you actually are the first to notice, Colt, as you roll up with the cart there. What are you all doing there?
Oh, hold on. I hustle down the stairs. I go, hey, here, you got it. And I just I take the hand and I flip it back to the cart.
Oh, good catch.
I don't want a lot of attention for that. But hey, how you doing? Everything okay out here?
Yeah, no.
No
going on.
pestering?
Quiet as a tomb.
Yeah.
So we're waiting. This is what we're doing.
Oh.
Yeah, didn't the council wants to talk or something? Andrew's getting things together. We really need to. I look back at the corpse wagon. I'll say,
It sounds brutal.
you know, maybe we should.
Awesome.
Maybe we should dump this before we just stand here and wait on them. Did they say we're gonna be quick? I don't remember. Even if they are quick, we got bodies here. We got bodies
Got
here.
thoughts in here. Bodies here.
We have goods in
Should,
here. We need
okay.
to deliver.
You're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Well, we could split up again. We could be on standby and. Or,
You think so? Do you
want
two
to-
want to do council business this time, or you want to do
They
the?
didn't want to see the bodies?
Did they want to see the bodies? They just told us to go to Indigo or Indiegogo.
I pull out our map. It's here at number 22.
Yep, we
This
point
is
near
where-
Crabber's Cove, near that dangerous crab area. You know the one, Aylin.
Oh
No.
yeah, that place sucks.
They did want to meet with you all, not necessarily to see the bodies, but they did point out, where Ingo.
Oh yeah, we should be present. All.
Well, if that's the case, I say we hustle and we can't just leave this out here. We got to go to Indy real quick. Yeah? What do y'all think?
Then aren't they coming to us though first?
They're in a meeting.
Yeah,
They're meeting.
they're getting things ready.
Yes, we're at a meeting. They're
Besides,
meeting.
we'll understand if we're late. I mean, come on, we went through.
We could leave a note.
With who? The lady inside?
Oh, he's
Good luck with
her.
that.
Janice, right.
All right, Red, you leave her a note, and we'll I guess the dump. Are we on the same page here?
Yep, fine.
Dump the goods. All right.
Yeah, I'll jump back in real quick and talk to what's her name?
Hurdle?
And be like, Ertl. Is anyone in line to see Ertl? Just me.
No one's
Erdl.
chomping at the bit to
Alright.
have a conversation with Erdl.
We are gonna be right back, Ertl.
That's
You're
great.
Looking great. Anders is gonna come looking for us in a couple minutes, but we will be right back.
Are you supposed to have a meeting with him? What
Yes,
did he say?
full council meeting.
You all just walked out of here.
Yes, they're assembling the council. They're talking about stuff, and we are going to join them when they tell us. But I was letting you know if they come looking for us, we'll be right back.
How long?
How long is it to 22?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
We're going to see our good friend Ingo. Ingo. Do we know where they live? How far away that is from here?
No.
All right. Well, we're going to that place. It's near the Crab Cove. I'm not from here, but that place we shouldn't go to.
You definitely shouldn't go there.
But they live near it. So however long that takes from here to there, we'll do that twice.
All right, suit yourself. I'll let them know, but I can't hold them up forever. They got other meetings they gotta get to. Don't hold them up too long.
All right, thanks. And I'll just walk away. If it was an odd number, I was gonna try and like give her a gold. Start bribing the city officials. All right, cool.
Fancy
All right, we're good. We're good. I come back outside. We're great.
All right.
We're awesome.
Let's hustle.
Great. I lift the cart and start pushing.
So you start heading toward Ingo's house.
Do you want me to get the map out? Table?
Ooh, yeah. Get it.
We got a real life map.
Put this up
No.
as well for the stream. What a fancy map. Wow.
Yeah, that's great.
Right on Mike's
Just
dice.
right on Mike's stuff.
We're going way over there. Down the street from where I live.
22.
I live more in a 18 area. Ish.
I'm not even on the map.
You fancy.
Well, I don't even have a house.
All right, so we're headed up that direction. The day is still a nice day. The sun is shining. People are walking about, doing their normal daily business. As you are heading from the council hall, which is here, up to kind of the northern area of the town there. It doesn't take you too long, probably about 10 minutes of walking and kind of weaving the cart through. Is anybody helping Aylin with the cart?
Now, as soon as I saw her lifted, I assume she's just golden.
Ugh. Everybody move.
You said you are?
I'll help.
Okay. All right. There's a few times where you hit a couple little bumps in the road, and
Is
it
this like a
starts
big
to-
ass like wheelbarrow or something, or is it like a 4-wheel?
It's a 4-wheel, but you kind of have to pick up the back. It's like a 4-wheeled wheelbarrow, in a sense. It's like the reverse of what you'd see those young boys grab when they pick it up and like run with it that way forward.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
the reverse.
Okay.
Because they're greased up and whatnot.
I thought it took. What is that?
All right, we're not going down this route
A
tonight.
rickshaw. Rickshaw.
Rickshaw.
Rickshaw.
There we go.
One of
There
those
we go.
things.
There's a word for it.
Yep.
Not young
I
boy
was gonna
cart.
get there.
All right, so you can see where it kind of starts to try and get away from Aylin a little bit, and you're able to steady that. And it's not too long before you start to see the average, I guess, upkeep of the buildings around that area start to not get really bad, but just it's not as great as what you would find closer to the center of the town. Until you find yourself staring at the front of a small house. Pretty quaint, not falling apart by any means, but also not super well kept. There's a kind of medium-sized brown wooden door on the front with a large kind of knocker on the front of it.
I've lived here all my life, and I have never heard of this guy. And I'm suspect that he has the coin for our goods here, but I guess hope for the best, right?
Do we know it's a guy?
I
Just said Ingo.
That's actually on me. I did assume. Perhaps not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Might have maybe like a halfling or something. Maybe a dwarf.
Yeah, we don't know how to have a description of this person.
Just have to drop a name, I guess. But best foot forward, right?
Right.
I'll go and put a nice steady knock, like a pop, pop, pop.
Yes. And let's flip the conversation where we don't say, "Are you Ingo?" We wait for them to say, "I'm Ingo," and I whisper.
A few moments. What's that? A few moments pass, and you hear a voice coming from inside the house that says, "Hold on, I'm coming." And a few minutes later, you hear a multiple locks making its way down the door until it slightly opens towards the interior of the building. And looking at you from within is a somewhat older man. Looks like he's still in pretty good shape. Looks like this here. So kind of a thick, slightly longer beard, long grayish blonde hair, smoking a pipe as he comes to the door. Yes, what do you want?
We heard this was the place to go for bounties. Is this the place?
He looks beyond you at the cart that you're holding. And I suppose you have bounty in cart?
Well, we do indeed. We have two bounty.
Do you have the sheets?
No, I'm good right now.
No, the sheets.
I have 2 sheets. I give 2 sheets.
I don't. We were just. Anders just said this was the just see Indigo. Ingo just said to see Ingo, which I'm assuming is you. We didn't get.
I am Ingo.
He didn't give us any papers or nothing though.
So you did not have the receipt.
No, I have their faces and torsos and arms and everything though. Is that good?
When you when you turn to like point out there, you see there's a small like almost like a placard, like a bulletin board, and there's multiple pieces of paper kind of tacked to it, and there are
It's across the street.
no, it's like it's outside. So it's like as you're walking up, it's kind of hard. Like it's not necessarily the first thing you would notice, ironically, for it being. But anyways, you see them there. There are probably about 10 papers on that placard, and looking down through them, you'll see. I had to split these up into like a few panels here. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. So the one that your eye is first drawn to is the one on the right-hand side here.
Oh, jeez, look at that guy.
I'm not drawn to the one on the left.
Yeah.
That looks terrifying.
I'm just speaking to Colt. Your eyes can be drawn to.
Oh, you're talking about one of these. We just gotta. I'll point to one. Cool. Can you snatch that one real quick?
Yeah, we got that guy.
Yeah. And you've seen, now looking at these, you've seen these in other places around town, like down at the docks and kind of in front of the some of the taverns.
My friend Kugo has one of the receipts, and there was that other fella, the what now? The one who went boom through the wall.
Bloody Bjorn.
That Bloody Bjorn.
Bloody
Grab the
Bjorn,
Bloody
yeah,
Bjorn one
Bloody
too. Is it
Bjorn.
on there?
Nope.
Oh,
There doesn't seem to be one for the Bloody Bjorn.
damn. Well, that's. Oh, we have one receipt, and another fella named Bloody Bjorn. Does that ring a bell?
He takes the sheet from you and says,
I didn't know that's
show
how
me.
how you spelt Samblay.
You both pull the same thing, but in opposite directions, and it just like tightens up.
That was great.
I pull it off.
He takes the
spear
paper.
finger the guy.
He looks, and he kind of reaches in, like puts his pipe in his mouth, and kind of reaches in and pushes one of the bodies out of the way. He's looking at the other one, and sees Snake Eyes' body in there. Says, "Yes, this is one. This is this one. Other one, no bounty for him.
No.
That first mate,
Oh, so you know him? He's first mate. All right. Well.
real piece of shit.
You got
Who
that
told
right.
us the bounties? Was it the guards?
I think so. It was one of them. I could have sworn. Maybe it could have been him himself, just hyping himself up.
Either way, 500 gold crowns for his head.
All
What
right.
about
Well,
the rest of them?
you can have the whole thing. No extra charge. Sure.
All right."
Nice boots or something. I mean, that's all you.
Yeah.
He turns around and closes the door.
But we're just out here with the bodies
Yeah.
in the car.
I guess he's getting the money. Or I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, are we done here?
you don't hear any of the locking mechanisms or anything. Yeah.
While we're waiting, can we look at the other wanted
Oh,
posters?
yeah.
So there are
Look at this guy.
a total of 10, well now 9 wanted posters.
What a name.
We should write these down while we're here. I don't want to take them, or unless are we allowed to just take these? You think? I've never collected on
Red Duchess.
bounty receipts before.
Yeah, I don't know.
Will
These
you-
guys have cool names.
It's like
though.
a trading card game or something.
Yeah, gotta catch them all.
Looks like a dragonborn fella. And that guy on the right looks
The rogue.
a little broody.
Will you
William
go back
Conte.
one?
Oh, Alien, you taking notes on him?
I am.
It's good. Keep them in mind.
And so these are effectively hand-drawn representations of these people. Obviously, I used the same picture in here that I had, but the resemblance is not perfect, but it's close enough that you're able to.
It's not the
It's
sketch of the
it's like a
leprechaun.
police sketch.
Oh, it's not the
essentially.
leprechaun sketch
It's
from
not.
Crackhead, he just gets a mad crack.
Like, crackhead that got a hold of the wrong stuff.
This could be anybody.
This is an ancient magical flute that's been passed down in my family for generations.
That Sornash guy looks like he suffers
Yeah.
from some lycanthropy.
I don't know, he looks-
Lycanthropy.
He's got a cool name though.
Looks wargish. I don't know how to put it.
Evermore.
Oh, the Blood Moon? That's got to be some werewolf guy. Blood Moon, really?
That's a scary name too. Of a boat. It's pretty brutal.
And I had every intention of actually printing these out to hand to you. I didn't get the opportunity to, so I will have them to give to you next
Will you
session.
go next?
I will.
The other. Oh, we got Garage. Awesome.
An orc with a ship named Spinebreaker. Who saw that coming? You know what I mean?
Not
Not to be
so
judgy.
original.
Not to be judgy, but I'm just
That's
saying.
not PC, but you said it.
Giving the coast back to the people.
Looks like an elf fella, Emperor of the Waves, stuck up, of course.
Probably where it's all red and gold.
Have you met
and-
him?
No.
Red and
I don't
gold.
know these people. Alan, make sure to
Emperor
sketch
of the
that cool
Waves.
steampunk
It's like, it looks
thing.
like Steed Bond.
Crimson Conrad. Who's got the coolest boat name so far? Is it Spinebreaker?
Nah, Blood Moon
Blood
for sure.
Moon.
Blood Moon's winning.
Blood Moon's pretty cool.
What's our
Sea
ship's
Ghost.
name actually? Sea Ghost?
Sea Ghost. Well, it's the city's boat now. I'm sure they're gonna impound it for evidence.
Oh, they might.
Strip it.
strip it for
I
parts.
hope not. We just got a new crew member. We need a big boat now.
Well, if we get it back, they're gonna have that number on there. They write on the thing. It's like, gonna scratch that off.
I see you like pulling the ship up. It's like missing 2 out of 4 hubcaps.
It's all here. All right, cool.
Jonathan, next, please.
You ready?
Ready.
Whoa.
I do not want to mess with Vigo Thras. That fella looks like they could look at you in your insides and
Dreadnought's
start
a cool
melting.
name.
Yeah, that's scary.
The Raven's Call. That boat seems gross.
They drew this lady without any pupils. That's weird.
We couldn't get the color right. It's in black and white.
Maybe they don't have pupils.
Oh, that's creepy.
It's the
That's
Ravens,
creepy
right?
red.
Mathena.
Yeah, I remember when what's his nuts from Game of Thrones went into like Warg Raven mode. His eyes like
Yeah.
whited over.
That boat's probably just some giant bird nest.
Probably really dirty
It
too.
stinks.
Keep ravens all
Gross.
Yeah.
Hey, get out of here, bird.
D.
Get out of here, D.
It's like they're giving about 500 for each one, and we got one of them. That's pretty neat.
And the last one you see.
Here we go. 10 grand. Oh, 5,000.
5,000
The
for the.
Salt King.
Oh, you could probably get upset at everything.
He's just really irritable.
I hate the ship.
Captain of the
I hate my bed.
thrice damned
My
heart.
crew is stupid.
Wow, his heart's been damned 3 times. This guy's probably real dangerous. If we see him, I don't know what we'd do. I don't know. Probably not engage. That's a pirate. That is a grade A definition, true pirate.
I'm missing 3.
Well, at least it's not the Salt Bay.
I'm missing 3.
I have Avramir, Sebastian Snake Eyes, Crimson, Conrad, K something. I was too long of a last name. Urgat the Render, Vigo Thras, Mathena, Greyheart, and Benedict Henderson.
Should be 9 total that you
I
have.
think I'm missing the 2 that came after Sebastian Snake Eyes.
That'd be this one.
Yep.
So is Ego still? Is he at the door? Or is he still inside?
I was kind of waiting
Yeah.
to get given time, but yeah. So as you're kind of making note of these, Ingo comes back to the door, and he's got this big, heavy pouch,
Oh,
and you can hear it kind of jingle with the sound of coin inside, and hands it out.
I'll grab it. As I'm grabbing, I said, "Oh, much appreciated." And a quick follow-up question: What when you're done with the bodies or verified, what do you do with them?
What does it matter?
Well, I was just asking because it looks like we have one extra body, and I don't know what to do with it.
Ingo will take care of it.
Oh, excellent! That takes care of completely what I was looking for. Thank you very much.
The cart is mine too now.
Did someone pay for that card? Or we rent it?
We're renting it. We don't own it. We don't
Yeah,
own
that's
the
not
deed.
our card. I don't. I mean, there's some legal stuff there, isn't there? I don't think we can just give it.
Cart stays with bodies.
We have.
Oh, you know what? If we just tell them, this is probably a standard thing. If we tell them that the rental car's with him, they'll be like, "Oh, okay, we'll take care of that." And it's good. It's all right.
Hang on.
Hmm?
Is that how things normally go? I don't want to be held liable
I don't
for
commit
this.
to that. I don't commit to that.
Guys, it's
It's
fine.
not your cart. It's not my problem.
No. But we rented it.
How
How can we?
Dump the body.
Can we?
Maybe you can buy it with your 500 gold.
No, I was actually gonna see if we could just pay you to take care of the other body, and we can, if you want, I can carry the body somewhere for you on your behalf.
Why would we
Not
pay
to
him to
the-
take care of the body and then carry the body?
No, like if it was why he wanted the cart because the bodies were on
We
it.
can take them somewhere if you want us.
Oh,
to
we
put
can
them.
dispose of them for him instead. That's why you need the cart, right?
No, just.
No,
we
I don't
can
wanna
move
take
the
it to
bodies
the-
I'm not
somewhere.
following them, Google. I don't know what's going on.
We can put them somewhere.
Are you gonna pay for the cart?
Fuck. Just take the cart around back, dump the bodies back there, and go.
Okay, great.
Okay, yes, great. Everyone, shut up.
Okay, we'll be back soon, likely with some more friends. So we'll be seeing you.
You find other bounties.
I honestly, in our line of work now, I don't doubt that will happen, whether or not we want it to. So we'll see how that goes.
Your line of work.
Well, we're what would you call us? We're adventure. It's such a corny name. We're adventurers, I suppose.
We're tired of talking. That's what we are.
What you talking about? I love talking.
We'll go dump the bodies.
Talking's like my favorite
I take
thing.
the cart with Redimir, and we go around to dump the bodies.
Oh, I guess we won't hold you up. We'll let you go, Ingo. It was nice meeting you. I live down the road, by the way. I'll come say hey sometime.
I'm gonna give
looks down the
I'm gonna give
road.
Aelin like a little nudge. I'm like, don't you think that Compton guy doesn't he look like he might have been a vampire
I give him
in
a quick wave.
Louisiana and like the Civil War? Old vampire
You hear the door
Bill.
close.
It kind of does.
Because that was his name. Bill Compton.
Well, that was
True
great.
blood.
LOL.
That was great.
I'm glad somebody noticed.
Hey-oh.
I'm glad somebody noticed.
Was that intentional? Oh yes.
That's hilarious.
Yay.
Well, that was great.
Topical.
We did good,
timely.
guys. We kept the cart. That's not ours.
All we have to do is be as annoying as we can, and we can always get our way.
Just be obnoxious.
It's good work. It's good work. We just save
Right
money.
to the top.
All right. Well, I guess
And we're getting rid of this body that doesn't have a bounty on it.
let's do this now,
That's
just so
great.
I don't have to carry on this sack.
Yes.
I'll start pulling out coins and count out 125 each, and start handing it out to everybody.
Money, please.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Is anyone looking at us counting this gold out on the street? It's like, hurry.
No,
Don't
this
worry about anybody.
this area of Saltmarsh happens to be pretty desolate.
Ching, ching.
All right, we gotta hustle back too. Council's probably waiting.
Yes. Yes.
Easily lift the cart now, I feel. And head on back.
After dumping the bodies in the back of the house.
After we dumped the bodies.
Is where you got the cart from on the way?
No, remember we got it at the docks. We're renting it. I don't know why you
For
were
2
trying to give it
days.
away.
We're right next to the docks. We can just give it back to them and go, right?
You're right next to some docks.
A dog.
So slightly north of y'all, kind of like here, in between Ingo's home and Crabber's Cove, is the Carpenters Guild Hall, and unironically, it's the one building in this area that actually still looks really well maintained.
Oh.
But there's a couple of like more kind of private docks along this western shore, but the main docks are down along the south.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, we don't have time for that then. Straight to council.
Okay. You running with the cart?
Yeah, we can truck with it now.
Hustle. Grueling
I'm
pace.
riding on it.
Yeah, is anybody in it?
Like escape.
All in all, the round trip took you probably about 45 minutes. And you find yourself back at the town hall.
All right, I guess we'll just.
Leave it here. You want to take it inside? What's the cart? Is it bloody and weird?
It's very bloody, yes.
Oh, yeah. We should put the thing back.
All right, let's cover it up and let's go on inside.
Okay. Making your way inside. Inside, you see Erdl still sitting at her station. She looks up at you and says, "They've been waiting on you."
And we're here. Right on time.
Well,
We'll
you're
just-
late, but
We'll just see ourselves in as we walk by.
as you kind of walk past her, you hear her just kind of say, "They're in the main hall." All right. So as you come on. So this is like apparently the computer thinks it's the first time I've logged into some of these sites, so it tries to keep giving me tours of everything I go into. So I'm like speed running every single website tour of every site that we use for D&D. So give me just one moment here.
Get out of here, Clippy. I know how to do it.
Right. I'll bend you.
So what do you think they're going to say in there?
I imagine Anders already briefed them, and now they just want to hear from us, or probably task us, if I had to guess.
As we walk up to the door, do we just go in? I'm sure someone will come out, right? We'll just sit out here.
Nah, we can
They'll
go
go
in.
in.
It's just
Are
fine.
we,
They won't
are
mind.
we that cool?
Of course we are. I'll open the door.
We are with the hero Saltmarsh. You could get us anywhere as long as people know you.
Yeah, I'll open the door, walk in, and go, "Hey yo."
Are we in the right room? This is like the janitor's closet.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. I turned back around. I honestly don't know where to go. If I'm being serious.
I'm sure there's a plaque on the wall, right? We've
Haven't
been
you
here.
been in here more than
been in the
everyone
main
else
council.
here?
You do go in the correct room.
Oh,
And in there, you see all of the council members. A couple of them sitting down. The other few of them kind of standing up, talking to each other. As you enter the room, you see Anders turn around to you and say, "Oh, perfect. We're starting to worry you'd disappeared on us."
We had to go talk to Ingo.
Ingo, of course, yes. Get your bounty.
We didn't think it was a good idea to have 2 dead bodies outside of the...
Yeah, there are 0.
Yeah, I mean, somebody may have stolen the body and taken the
No, like, just
bounty for themselves.
children maybe passing, and we just didn't want to cause upset.
Multiple reasons.
Well, either way,
We're good people.
we're here. So we'll call this council meeting into session. Everyone, please have a seat. And as he motions over to the same kind of seating area where you had all kind of sat before when you were giving the briefing about the haunted mansion.
are we sitting at a table or just like out in the open?
At a table.
Okay. I'll sit.
Same.
I kind of sit stiff too. It's like
He said, like, sit straight up.
I don't know how to act during these.
You hear Anders kind of look over to you. You see Anders look over to you and say, you can relax.
Oh, okay, cool. And I'll sit back and I'll literally put my feet up and go, man, it's been a long damn day.
It's fine. You hear Eleander say, just like his father.
Ah, that's right, Eleander. By the way, how's the twins?
They're fine.
I'm sure they are.
What's going on here?
Etta,
Who are the twins?
Ada Olin speaks up and says, all right. Look, we just need to know the findings of your expedition.
I normally use a pipe for this, but I can't right now, so I think, I don't know, Red, you're good at this stuff, ain't you? Maybe Kugal?
So in short,
Like eating almonds.
I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
I'll stand. And, so in short, with the assistance of the assigned guards, we went to the mansion. We saw the sea ghost approach through the cape. We did signals. We approached, took control of the ship, eliminated the threat, the captain, and the first mate. And we were able to harbor control of the boat and bring it back. It is docked outside of the docks area, kind of out in the water. And we took a rowboat in. The guards are in command of the ship. The Sea Ghost, it is confirmed. In its contents, several things of interest. I list off a couple of things like the bolts, the weapons. I'll slyly kind of send a message to to Colt and say, should I mention the lizard people? And I'm like, what else was on there?
Did Oceanus come with us? Where is he?
I was waiting for you to say something about Oceanus.
Yeah, we don't know where he is. He's been
in the waiting room?
He's been in the waiting room. Oh, he didn't come with us when we walked in? No, that's fine. We also have I sent you a message.
And
I'll go back out and get him.
You're like, oh shit.
We did find someone locked on board who we will fetch.
Like at that time, you see Kugal like kind of like loudly scoot the chair back and like turn around and go back out into the hallway.
I'll telepathically respond while raising an eyebrow. Yeah, why not? I think they need to know.
We did find some lizard people on there as well who were not exactly
And this guy.
who were not captives like this person, Oceanus, if you will.
You hear kind of like some hushed like murmurs and kind of whispers as Oceanus enters.
Oceanus was held captive on the ship. We freed them. The lizard folk seem to be in some sort of agreement for weapon procurement from the pirates. They had their stamped currency in exchange. Several
Which
Ethereum bars, Electrums, similar to this. All the bodies and everything are still intact in the boat.
And who was the captain of this ship, says Edda.
What was his name?
Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes. That's why we went to see Ingo.
You need his full name? I've got it.
Sebastian.
Ingo did not care for his first mate, though.
No.
No.
Yeah, it's Sebastian Snake Eyes. Yeah.
You hear a chuckle kind of come
Cigarette.
from
Yeah, that.
come from Manistrad, Copperlocks the dwarf. Ha! The bastard finally got what was coming to him.
That's right.
Who would have known he was the one man in the ship for the haunted house?
Yes. And the Bloody Bjorn. We got rid of him too. Yeah.
Not 100% who they were working for, necessarily. I mean, we did see that Sambalay guy and had some dealings with him, but...
There are some documents and stuff on board as well. The ship is ready for impound and inspection, if you will.
Anders says, well, most of the time we've found that these smuggling rings, these piracy rings, are somewhat self-contained if you take out the captain of the ship. Most of the time, that link in the chain is broken, and there's generally not been something higher up the chain. Gold is pretty much the primary motive for them.
Never
So-
found out who killed that woman. That's what sent us out there in the first place, I think. And washed up on
Right.
shore.
Perhaps an innocent witness was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh, could be.
Also of note, or
Maybe through Elvish we should ask Oceanus if he has any knowledge of that.
yes.
You think so? We can.
Oh, we can ask him.
Yeah, why don't you ask?
Yeah, maybe
And I'll
when he
keep
was
moving.
observing them.
Oh, I'll turn in just same accent, except now in full Elvish. Oceanus! There's a woman's body that washed up like a few days ago. Have you seen any corpses that unexplained floating through the water at some point in your area?
I did not witness anything specifically murder, but it wouldn't be uncommon for people who interfere to find their way to the bottom of the ocean, so to speak.
Oh, okay, I got you. Nah, not important. He doesn't know about it.
Oceanus here also mentioned some kind of lizard folk gathering north of the city. The weapons that were on ship could have armed a militia.
Eleander sits up a little bit straighter in his chair and says, well, that's the most problematic thing I've heard so far. We've not seen many lizard folk around. We know that they inhabit the Hool Marshes to the north, but they've never been a problem. But now they're making deals with pirates and smugglers.
There were 4 on board. They were not a threat to us. They did not try and attack us or hinder us.
So wait, you
But
talked
they
to them.
did escape.
I think they may have thought we were with them. I'm not 100% on that.
Right.
By the time we cleared the ship and came back for them, they were on a life raft, rowing off the distance.
If I remember right, and I motioned to y'all, they just asked us for weapons, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
They were asking if we'd honor the deal.
And how many of these weapons did you find?
40, 50,
40, 50.
maybe more.
Couple militias armed.
You
What
see
if-
him kind of glance over to the other council members.
Nothing. No.
But it is anchored offshore. Someone who knows how to bring it into docks can bring it in.
I will say, with regard to the lizard folk, it's troubling. They don't go to war for nothing, and if they are feeling territorial, our city, Saltmarsh, what better target for them to attack? Did you find any other evidence, anything pointing them towards the town?
I don't think we did. Just that they were trying to get weapons to take back to their tribe for X reason.
Right. I mean, there were paperwork on the ship. We may have missed something, but
Yeah, I think it was just ship logs and whatnot I could read.
Right.
Nothing.
It's all there. It's all intact. So,
And this extra friend you have, Oceanus.
Oh yeah, Oceanus.
he was on assignment from his people tracking the ship.
And what does he have to say?
He's the one that told us about the lizard folk gathering north.
Yeah, he didn't know why either.
Correct.
Well, Oceanus, what say you?
He speaks Elvish only.
He kind of looks to his left and right.
We can translate.
Ada Olin actually sits up and speaks out in Elvish to Oceanus, or to you actually, and says, "That won't be necessary. I'm not completely fluent." And so she begins to question him on everything he's more or less told you already about following the ship, kind of where he's come from, like what his role in all of this is.
Right.
And he does a pretty good job of kind of recounting that again.
For the sake of brevity, I relay that in Spark Notes terms to our,
to our non-Elvish
to our
speaking
non-English
friends here. Eleander speaks up again and says, "I feel like we owe it to our citizens to investigate this and make sure this isn't something that's going to endanger the lives of our people."
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes total sense. Wouldn't want an army of lizard folk to show up one morning before breakfast, have their way. Definitely someone should investigate that.
Anders says,
someone sure should.
someone should.
Yeah.
No, he says, so you had direct interaction with these lizard folk, and they assumed you to be friends.
Not friends.
Nor foes.
No, again, they think they just thought we were part of the crew. They were asking if we're ready to honor the deal yet, because apparently those pirate folk had their money, but they weren't even aware of the weapons yet. They were like, it sounded like they were taking them to a place to pick them up, but the weapons were already on the boat, so I don't know what their plan was. Maybe they planned on killing them and keeping the weapons. I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Perhaps, so Gellin Primwater actually speaks up at this point and says, well, in my experience, it's been a pay half now, pay half on delivery. Perhaps only half of the transaction had been completed.
It is possible.
Could be.
Oh, didn't they, don't we know what port they got that stuff from, too?
There's another port,
Seaton.
Seaton.
You see all the council members kind of look at each other and see, that's one of our most fortified military outposts.
Oh, that's not good. Sounds like an inside job now.
It was mentioned in their paperwork, if I'm not mistaken.
A little corruption going on.
Not good.
Someone should look into that, too.
Maybe after further inspection of the boat, there may
I do
be
chuckle.
there may be more to point us to Seaton. We were looking for certain things, but not every detail written in a sheet of paper.
Oceanus actually speaks up and says, although I can't say with any certainty, our scouts have noticed a higher than usual lizard folk comings and goings from a promontory but about a day's north from here.
Promontory, so like a big town of some sort?
Promontory like an outcropping, like a hill almost, a cave system, if you will.
Oh.
Kind of over the sea.
You know where that is?
Roundabout, not precise. I don't have a specific map, but and you see him kind of gesturing to the group of anybody that might have a map on them.
We do have an ocean map. I don't know where it is, right? It's probably in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's in the bag. We think of what it looks like. this man. And I'm sure there's like a table or something. Just kinda,
Yes, right in front of you.
Yeah, that map.
Does this look familiar?
He says this is quite good. Let's see. All right, we're here, and you see him kind of trace his finger north up the coast until he stops it right around here and says, right there, kind of near the mouth of the Dunwater.
Lizard folk in and out of there, huh? I was checking out something. That'd be the first place I'd go if we're trying to figure out what lizard folk are doing.
We didn't put much thought to it. Lizard folk, they can come and go. Their tribes can move here and there, but...
We really need to talk to one of them. Figure out what's up. Tell them there's no beef as long as they're not attacking Saltmarsh.
True. We wouldn't want to be too hasty and warmongering. And you see, when Oceana says that, he kind of glances up at Eleander a bit.
I was going to ask that before. Is Eleander like known for being kind of antagonistic to any other groups?
Not specifically, but he has been known to be a little bit of a like punch first, ask questions later type of person. He's as kind of the captain of the town guard. He's definitely one to be viewed with a certain level of like respect, I would say. But in that, you would think that he kind of maybe overcompensates for that.
He seems like everybody is potentially a problem.
Yeah. So Anders stands back up and says, "Well, first things first. We owe you for the work that has been put in already."
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, someone's coming in. He said, "So as promised, the 400 gold for the for putting a stop to the smuggling that was going on out of the haunted mansion, and Gellin is prepared to offer you an additional 500 gold for all of the goods aboard."
Oh, all right. Well, that's it's like food and with the weapons.
There's a bird.
There's a bird. We left the bird. Is the bird there?
Yeah,
There's a
okay.
bird
It's
there.
in there.
And there's that whole cargo hold down below with all the boxes
Tons of
and barrels
stuff.
and
A lot of boxes, barrels you could cipher through. The money's good. Just out of curiosity, what happens with the ship itself?
That's a good question.
Did you have... It seems a bit like a leading question.
It is. You see, our friend Oceanus here is trying to follow through with this investigation he was doing, and it sounds like, and this is just a hunch, it sounds like you may be leaning towards asking someone to go look into this lizard folk situation. So, hypothetically, if it was a group such as us and our new friend, that's like 5 of us, I don't think a small skiffy's gonna do the trick. I think a little bit larger vessel might be more adequate for our numbers.
Yeah, the SS Fen I think is a little too small.
Maybe we could borrow a boat while this one's processed,
Either or.
of similar size.
No, that's all hypothetical. If you want us to do the work. If not, then I'm just here to hang out.
You see
We can mount a defense.
one side of Anders' lips kind of curl upwards. I am not surprised. And we are willing to strike a deal with you, as from the description you've given us of said vessel, it's a little too small to serve as a major cargo ship, and a little too big to be somewhat of a scouting ship, and doesn't sound like it has quite the right infrastructure to be a naval vessel.
Also partially broken still. I need like 2 more weeks to get it up and going. I did a patch job just so we can get out of our...
We could maybe help with that. Perhaps we can make a bit of an agreement, an arrangement. Again, We're 2 for 2, yeah?
Nothing but success from the best.
We've held up our end. You've made quite a sum of gold in less than a week.
Yeah, we're about to. I think you guys are getting. You said 900, 500, 400 for the ship. Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
Well, the extra 500 is coming from Gellen's private coffers, not the city's.
Oh, Galen! I give him a quick nod.
You see him kind of smile, and he's like twirling his ridiculously long mustache there.
He's like, what's his name? The Tiny Toons. He's got the pool of gold.
Montana Mountain.
Whatever duck it is. Yeah.
He says,
Scrooge. Yeah.
Scrooge McDuck.
there are a few pieces that are non-negotiable, and then there are a couple of other pieces that are. We assumed you would probably ask to retain possession of the Sea Ghost should you bring it back in one piece.
After inspection.
With the repairs that need to be made to it, we estimate them to cost around 800 gold. We would be willing to cover half of those repairs. We would also be willing to provide you with an adequate crew to help you sail the ship for 1 year.
Is that right?
If you see this whole lizard folk thing through to its conclusion.
All right. So if my tallies are correct, half the cost of repair. Cost of repair is, you said 800? Is that right? 800. So we were getting 900. So we'll get 100 plus repairs. No, 500 plus repairs. And a crew. And then we got to go see those lizard folk and hopefully talk peace with them and hope they're not trying to warmonger Saltmarsh. Am I missing something?
That's pretty much the gist of it. As you know, as someone who works the docks, a ship of that size does come with the annual docking fee.
Of course.
That you would need to pay each year.
I feel like we could afford that.
400 gold per year.
Mm-hmm. And a year, at the pace we're going, I understood. Yep, I know it. Mm-hmm.
Is there an estimate as far as the turnaround time for the boat to be ready?
It's hard to say until we can physically get our dock hands' eyes on them. I will offer one other piece. Once you take possession of the Sea Ghost, and at which point you are more than welcome to rename it whatever you would like, we would offer you a charter to become privateers. This would effectively allow you to engage in legal piracy against the town's enemies.
I'm familiar with the concept. I have got a friend who went into that business, I think, at least the way she worded it. Okay, all right, I got you.
And any cargo... I've been waiting for this! Any cargo, illicit goods that you find and bring back to the town, Captain Eleander will assess it, and we will pay you accordingly. But you will only receive approval on said privateering once the lizard folk have been dealt with, one way or another.
All right. I guess,
For the crew, would you guys provide the food for them?
Unfortunately, no. That is something that the type of food you keep on board is going to be dictated by the type of utensils you have to cook with. Being that we have not seen it yet.
there was a stove and whatnot in there. We just need the proper tools, which I think we could swing that, but...
And a
If
shot.
we offer you a privateering charter and we're paying you for illicit goods brought back, that should be more than enough to cover any food that you would need.
Do we want to? Do you want to gather for a second?
I'm like over here like...
Yeah, do we have a moment?
Yeah, we just have
Please.
a moment.
We'll just take that corner over there.
Yes,
Yeah, let's go.
they sit back.
Yeah.
And it's not one of those like perfectly elliptical rooms where you can hear even a whisper at the other end.
Yeah.
All right, get up and head to the corner. I guess
I'll
y'all
walk
come
over
to the
with
corner.
Yeah.
I've got Mr. Krabs dollar sign eyes. Like, I think we're jackpot. I think we're...
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty cover the cost to repair, and we just got to pay a little bit, and a crew.
Right.
The crew is great.
Right. We can just be in charge.
And they give
We're
us
the privateers of the lizard folk.
full permission to raid other boats that are doing bad, of course.
The bad boats.
Yeah, bad boats.
That sounds real fucking awesome.
I mean, I was
Sorry,
I was
that sounds great.
Seems like there was a lot of evil captains with their ships out there after visiting Ingos.
It's true.
I mean,
Who said that? Get out of here.
I was just
It is an elliptical room.
I mean, I was just gonna do all this for free, but now this is all crazy.
All right. So what basically we have to do?
They urge you to get there for free.
Right. So we'll get 500 gold today.
Hmm?
And then food and whatnot and stuff.
We gotta buy the food and whatnot. But the repairs
The
and
way
crew
we're getting
cover.
money though,
We'll get another 100. What is that?
and we gotta pay for
125.
and we gotta pay
125.
400 gold for the charter. No, the dock fee.
Yeah, but that's at the end of the year. I ain't gotta worry about that right now.
I'm sure you gotta pay
Think-
up front.
You think so?
Mm.
Oh man, if that's the case, well, we all got money. We
We
all
got
throw
money.
in like
We got-
100 or
We
whatever.
can get 25 instead of
Well, we
125.
would really just have 100 left over after the 400 cost and then that.
That's perfect. I got a new fancy suit of armor being worked on too. I mean, this is good. Kugo, what's your take on this?
I'm just excited to be here.
He's excited to be here. That's good. He's gonna get rich
Yeah.
being here too. It sounds like.
Yeah, like Aelin said, we can put 25 gold in our pockets. We got a boat and we're awesome.
It's all in agreement.
Or
Okay, team.
I or
I'm not comfy doing that yet, Red. That's like true pirate.
or privateers.
What do they do?
I don't know. But we're gonna go buy hats with logos on them.
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
a
yeah.
feather and a hat. Well, I don't know.
I don't think a hat would work for me when we go into battles. I
I
got
want
that
one of
helmet.
them, I want one of them triangle hats.
We can get you a triangle hat.
I mess with this slick dude.
Yeah.
All right, let's let him know. Let's let him know. I turn back. Oh, okay, we talked about it. I'll go back and I'll sit stiff again. We decided that it would be in Saltmarsh's and our best interest to pursue this task for you all.
And we can go ahead and pay for the dock fee.
Eleander sits forward and says, Colt, I gotta be honest, I didn't expect this much enthusiasm out of you to jump headlong into danger.
That's certainly something I'm not used to, but have experienced enough to where I know I'm capable.
Well,
And
to
the
be
materials,
honest,
too, yeah.
your results so far seem to be in alignment with that statement. Well, all right. I suppose it's a deal then. You help us with the lizard folk. You get a boat, a crew, and
License.
a license to
Privateer.
do good on behalf of the town of Saltmarsh. We will begin work on the repairs as soon as possible. In the meantime, we are in agreement that this is best handled as quietly as possible, as to avoid any panic in the town, but also in regards to our potential enemy, being the lizard folk. We don't believe that sailing a large ship directly up to their supposed location would be the best investment of a potential vessel being sunk or stolen, or for your lives being forfeit should they see you coming from literally miles away.
Good point.
We are in agreement that this expedition should be carried out quietly on foot.
Up the coast to the cave tunnel thing. I see. That makes sense. Damn, that's a long walk. All right, so that whole crew thing, you don't stay behind. It's just us 5. I look towards Oceanus.
We'll have to procure the crew. We need to find them.
You need time for it. Okay.
And fix the boat.
There are a lot of dead bodies on there.
Even more time.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that reminded me something important. Talking about that crew, I'm sure this is standard practice, but you'll give us a manifest of who it is, what they are, maybe their political leaning, traditionalists and whatnot, all that business, of course.
For the crew.
Mm-hmm.
If
Files, headshots, manila folders.
I did watch a show about a deserted island, and someone wasn't on the manifest. So that's pretty important that we know.
So I'll make sure to know who we're getting and what they
Right,
think. That's mainly what I'm looking for.
Was it
throwing
called
lost references out here. What was his name?
Ethan. Ethan wasn't on the manifest. He was on the island to begin with.
That Ethan.
I was in that plane crash too, guys.
Wow, it was crazy, right?
What up, fellow survivors?
I suppose that can be arranged.
All right. Well, in that case, we'll maybe procure horses or something, or we could go true on foot. But either way, we will not take a boat. We'll take the coast. That'll be our first move.
Just have any of you had any experiences in the Hool Marshes?
No.
Nope.
Are there guides in town?
Isn't that where we get tea? Isn't that where we get the tea? The leaves to make the tea.
Kugal, what are you talking
What?
about? It's crazy talk, man.
That was
I don't-
telepathic. That was telepathic.
You have telepathy?
Yeah, actually.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
I don't know what the name of it was, but yes.
I need to.
You gotta give him a signal. That sounded out loud. You gotta be like,
Reference.
whoa, 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 or something. Tell him you're talking his mind.
I just stare really hard.
I
get a little red.
He's fine. He just does that.
He does that
He
sometimes.
just does that.
He really hates sneezing, and any time it comes up,
Yeah. It's the pine in here, right? Pine or whatever. We just need a.
it's the nicest pine.
This place is called the Hoor Marsh.
Whore.
I knew a guy named Frank who used to talk that way a lot.
Your mom's a whore, is what he said.
Pool marshes, yeah.
Whore.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure there's a guide we could find on our own reconnaissance.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. I'm not gonna lie.
It's quite dangerous if you don't know what you're doing.
Awakened mind. There it is. Got it.
There are, well, put the lizard folk to the side. Crocodiles, snakes, bullywugs, bandits, escaped criminals.
Sounds great. Awesome. Can't wait to go.
Escape criminals hang
A
out there, huh?
bullywug sounds something like the Little Mermaid would sing about. I guess.
I think those are like toad people. They like stand on two legs. I think I read about something like that.
That is correct.
Weird.
Yeah, and they
And they will not hesitate to kill you.
I think they're very tribal. I think they see like an intruder on their land and like stab, stab with
we
spears.
can ask Whiskey Will about him. Sure, he's
You
been,
stood.
sure he's been there.
You are not kind to that man. Why do you want to talk to him?
He's probably still waiting on us.
He probably is, Red. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about
We
it.
should just let him. Hey, we got sidetracked.
I'm not.
And then we can ask him about the marshes.
We'll find another way. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Have y'all seen that meme with the skeleton sitting on the bench?
That's Whiskey Will.
With a bottle in
like
his
3
hand.
days.
Yeah, it's been like
4 days.
3 days. 2 days. 3 days. 2 days. What day is it? It's the 20-something of Tarsak.
Now, on a road, that amount of distance would take you about a day. Trudging through the marshes, it's a different story.
No horses. Now we're talking about marshes.
Like 4 days.
The 27th of Tarsak, I believe.
I could probably make
27th
something for
of
us actually to
Tarsak.
walk through there without much issue. I'll work on it. Maybe like some snowshoes, except for marshes.
Today is the 27th, right?
Yes, it is the 27th.
Oh, I say to the council.
Martian snowshoe.
They look at the
And they look
calendar.
at me, the calendar.
Yes.
Oh.
It's got the
Got
it's
it.
it's a hang in there calendar.
This many days since last pirate attack or something.
Yeah.
Counter
It's
on the
just
side.
at a 0.
Well, that was last night, right? No, it should be 1. It should be 1. All right.
Depends on if it happened after midnight or not.
Right.
Let's see, about a day's walk, and then we get to the marshes. Don't know how long we'll be there.
Well, he was saying it would take about a day to walk there if it was essentially a straight line on a paved road.
Oh, okay.
So he says I would estimate probably 2 days to make that trip.
Just need to make sure we got some rations
Yep,
and
well,
some bug repellent.
we'll go load up on some supplies before we head out, I suppose. We'll spend the rest of the day
Shopping.
getting ready. Maybe leave out in the morning.
Make sure you're as prepared as you can, because I'm sure there are worse things in that bog than even what we're aware of.
I don't doubt that. We'll be ready for that, though. Turns out we're kind of good at that. Who knew we were so good at violence? It just took a little bit of danger to figure it out.
Colt, we've never seen eye to eye on pretty much anything,
No, we have not.
but be careful out there.
I just nod at him.
Specifically, where were we going to? Seaton, or was it the
The northern kind of promontory, that kind of,
The thing Oceanus pointed out?
yeah.
the mouth of the Dunwater?
Mm-hmm.
The Dunwater.
Yeah.
That's it. Awesome.
Yeah, the Dunwater being like the main river that kind of flows through the marshes.
And where was Seaton?
Seaton is down to the south.
South. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I remembered that from way back. Way back.
Yeah, we haven't talked about Seaton in a minute. Yeah. Let me see here. Oh, I
Okay,
should
cool.
probably put the map back up on the screen for y'all, huh?
So do we just give you... Do you just give us 100 gold and we're done? Like, who do we pay the dock fee to?
Erdl handles all of the transactions.
City clerk.
Brad, you've got
Wanda
that
Halbert
covered.
over here.
She needs help.
If that's how you want to handle it, you want to just call it a wash, minus 100 from us to you.
Yes, I think, yes, right? Yes, just 25 each of us and we're good.
All right.
We'll call it a day.
You see Ada kind of writing something down and eventually hands it to you, and it's essentially a
It's a receipt.
receipt. Yeah, she's giving you the receipt to.
400 plus 900 minus 400.
Yeah.
plus 100.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
right, great. Let's just here you go. I give that to Kugal. Just throw it in the bag. It's our receipts. You know, for
Where
taxes.
do we get the 100?
Where do we get the? I say to Ada, like, where do we get the?
Erdl, like, we'll just take it to
No, Ada's over here, right?
We'll take it to Erdl.
We take it to Erdl.
She's
We
got the
take this
cash.
Erdl.
She's got the cash drawer in her.
Yeah.
She's the cash drawer. How much gold you got in there?
Enough.
Enough. All right, great.
It's a cash drawer of holding. She just thinks.
Yeah. I looked at Colt like.
Yeah, I think we're good. Unless you got anything else.
Good.
Anders checks his notes. No, I think we're all set here. May the gods be with you.
Thank you.
Council, and I'll stand up and I'll just give a quick nod. Look to Eleander one quick time as I turn around and leave and say, "All right, guys, let's reconvene outside."
Oceanus, we're going, and Elvis.
Yeah, he's kind of like following you. Like, oh, all right.
If you right click and hit auto follow,
Yeah.
stay with us.
As you're walking out, he's kind of leaning in. So, what are we? How'd it go? What are we doing?
Oh yeah, we're gonna walk and talk, and I'll kind of give him the spark notes. So
Okay.
we have to go get paid.
And so you're all right if I join you?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, Oceanus. I counted on it.
All right. Seeing as you repaired his
Crossbow.
crossbow,
yeah.
right? Okay. All right. Never mind.
We just need some bolts for it, right?
We need to get some ammunition. Yes.
I saw you reach for your crossbow. I could,
Yeah.
Do you have a pack, Oceanus? I look on his back.
we can get one.
No.
You got any money?
No.
Yeah, I was going to the general store first, anyhow.
You got anything on you?
I'm sorry.
Come
We
with
gotta
me.
stop at Erdl.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we gotta get paid.
we're gonna get paid, and we'll give you a cut.
Okay. So we're getting.
He just did it all. He can have my 25.
Hey, 25 gold to buy what you need, Oceanus.
He can have my. Wow. I say in comment. Wow, really,
Staring out.
really generous.
I'll give him mine
Really
too.
generous, aren't we? I mean,
Meanwhile,
I don't know what you guys.
Cole and I take our 25.
So you're headed up
50
to
gold, that's a lot of gold for someone.
you're headed up to see Ertl.
I got like I don't know I have over 300 gold. How much you got?
Let me add my 25, hang on.
It's just in straight gold. I don't have like
You
silver.
had
bronze.
25 from. We haven't even gotten the.
Oh, we're in line, right? Did Ertl give us our gold?
We gotta wait.
You haven't talked to her yet.
Hi, Ertl.
We need the receipt.
Can I
What
have
do
the
you want?
receipt? We have this for you?
Anders gave it to us to give to you.
You can see her like
Right.
pull her glasses up. All right, 100 gold.
You can just give to that guy.
And kind of, you see her kind of fold the paper up and stash it and reach down. You hear a series of like mechanisms trigger, and after a few moments, she comes up with a pouch, puts it on the desk.
Yes, right to Oceanus.
Thank you for your service to Saltmarsh.
No, thank you.
Thank you. I take 25 out and hand it to you next. I don't speak Elvish. I have no idea what you guys were talking about with
Oh,
them. Here you go.
I.
Put it in my pocket.
You want some money or no? Hello, good.
Oh, I was making some notes. Oh, yeah, sure.
We'll just give it to Oceanus, right? He needs money.
No, 25 is plenty for supplies.
25 gold actually, guys.
See, I'll take your 25. We're just giving Oceanus 25 gold.
I feel like that's a lot, right? 25
You can't
gold?
get like a good sword for.
If we were looking at crew hierarchy, honestly, if we're 4 captains and he's a first mate, his salary's less by default.
You see him, he's just standing there, like, smiling. Like,
All right, so we got
just happy to
so
be
we got
here.
50 gold. We have
Oceanus, if you need more,
we have
we-
50 in here, right? Right. Because you took your 25.
Mm-hmm.
But
Kugo,
Kugo
you
and
not
I
taking
are
yours?
saints to give our.
He can
has-
have mine.
He has just the clothes on him. He has
If he-
nothing.
if
He can buy
that's-
like 100 days of food
You
with
see
that
him
money.
just, like, looking at you all, like, just kind of smiling.
Oceanus. All right, here we go. Here is 50 gold. This is for you. For bolts, whatever. In Elvish, I say. This is you.
Incredible. So generous. Thank you.
I know. Some of us are more generous than others. I say in Elvish. It's only...
I got parchment out. I'm just writing some stuff down.
But here you go.
He says,
Yeah.
noted. Thank you.
We're going shopping. Right. I know it's all of our favorites. Also, all of this, and I give him a brief recap of what's
Of
going-
everything.
of what
Holy
we're doing.
shit!
It's a lot.
Batman symbol.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We let him know if he doesn't have enough to let me know and I can spot him.
I say in Elvish, cheapo over here will give you more money. If you ask, she will give you more money. And I like kind of like halfway like.
He looks in the bag that he's got. And he's like, this should be plenty.
And I get you to tell him in Elvish, I need your vote for quartermaster, so
Yeah, he wants you to vote for him and something.
Vote for. Is there?
Vote for this guy,
You
quartermaster.
see him like look at you and look back at him. Quartermaster of.
I don't know. Do I know?
We'll be on the ship.
Huh?
Oh, we'll
on
have
the boat.
positions on the ship at some point.
Oh, so remember when I was like, we're gonna get the boat eventually? He wants to be quartermaster on the boat.
Oh.
I guess. I don't know.
You'll-
right. It may. I say in Elvish, it may be uncontested.
You could use a good friend with a good.
A win's a win, baby.
Oh, hey, I think you're good in common. Back to Kugo. I think he's gonna. We're gonna vote for positions.
just make sure I have a good word on it.
To
Think
answer your
you're-
question earlier, 429.
Oh, we can spare another 25. Yes.
I'm saving.
Is there local credit union or something we can put some money in to earn a nice interest?
So I'm gonna.
We got a lot of cash. We have a lot of gold on us. We have what, 1,000 gold on us between us?
We do have a lot of money, and it's time to spend some.
That's right.
I'm about to make 2 stops myself. We can split off, or we can tag along. I'm gonna head to the general store and go visit the armor, see how much longer maybe on my plate suit, and then after that, I was probably gonna head home for the evening and just sleep there. Y'all welcome to come too. There's room, but it's up to you.
Oceanus, we're going shopping, and we're gonna try and stay somewhere for free tonight, so we don't have to pay.
I have a house.
Cheapo has a house in Elvish, and then this guy has a house. Colt has a house as well.
Oh, wonderful.
I say in Elvish, she has drug tea in her house.
What is drug tea?
Oh, it's like, you drink it,
Don't do Oceanus. It's a trip. Don't do it.
and
It's
then
not
you
good.
go like somewhere.
Your hands turn into forks and stuff. It's weird, man.
Yeah, it's
Unless you just want to go to an alternate reality for like half a day, I wouldn't do
Like
it.
a portal.
It's like but you
for
don't really
your-
go anywhere.
For your mind.
Yeah, portal for your mind.
I'm talking about your drug tea, I say in common.
It's fine.
You see him. He's like. It seems like he's really trying to like process what you're saying to him.
I'm in the background just like swatting at imaginary flies.
So you drink the tea, and then you pass out, and you dream crazy shit. Good stuff or bad stuff?
So it's like an elixir.
It's like doing drugs. Like bad drugs. Do
What
you
is
guys
drugs?
have bad drugs? No. Do you like the little, I don't know, this stuff? No.
It's like a small thing,
It's like a small cup. It was water.
like a tiny cup.
There's a tailor in town too, right? Like a tailoring place to get a tent.
Very fast.
Like a tent would be
Swift
something you would
almost.
probably get from the general store.
That can be on general store. Okay.
I don't know that there's a tailor. The closest thing, the next closest thing to it would be Kester's
Oh, yeah, I was about to say.
leather. Kester's.
I'm sure we could find one in the green market.
True.
Maybe. What day is it? When's the next weekly market?
The next weekly market would be on the next Monday, which would be like 4 days from now.
Oh. You also got the Dwarven Anvil. Maybe somebody in there left something. Who knows?
Which the Dwarven Anvil is where you went to,
To the plate.
well, the Splint.
I'd like to go to the general store first, unless y'all got a place you want to go to.
No, we just need to see something to find some bug stuff.
Oh, some bug spray.
Cause how much food we got?
I've got food for 6 days for myself on
Yeah, I
hand.
have 5 days.
I was gonna
Kester's
buy some more.
leather goods. That's what it is.
Leather goods, okay.
How much food's in the thing?
Oh, go ahead.
I gave my rations for someone else to carry because I'm not strong enough to carry them. So I don't know how many rations I have.
Y'all
She
had
can punch through a door, but she can't carry that bread.
That's right.
They don't have some sort of bag of holding or something? What do y'all do?
But I show 3 days rations and some fruit.
Oh, we should stock up on food.
Oh, actually, I made a list of everything I'd like to get here. Just if we're talking supplies, and I'll take out that notepad I've been writing on, and I'll read out. So this is what I was gonna get: 2 50-feet hempen ropes, 4 bars of soap, a shovel, a bucket, a bottle, which is kind of like glass, a ladder, 5 pieces of parchment, 2 pouches, 2 nets, 6 rations, 5 torches, a 2-person tent, and I was hoping to find a drum.
We need more than 6 rations.
Well, it's just for me. I'm gonna include stuff for y'all if you
Oh,
want.
well,
I
well,
put my
it's-
parchment away.
I mean, I don't think there's gonna be water nearby. It's like I could fish for food, but I think we're gonna be in the water.
That's why That's why I'm getting the nets. I figure there's prey, and I'm not. We could kill it, or we could net it, or something.
So what did they say? It would be about 4 days.
Oh, Kugal's holding my bedroll and 3 days of rations.
Probably 2 days to get there, so that means another 2 back, and that's if we don't spend an extra day there for X reason. So I'd say
So is
food
it-
for a week minimum.
So it'd be 35 rations.
They're about. I think if I last checked, they're 5
Oceanus,
silver
we're
each.
talking about food and supplies.
I love food.
That's something you got to get with that newfound money you just got.
We're talking about.
He's still like holding it.
I know. Well, we need a backpack for you, I guess, first.
I'm much
We're-
put it in your pocket.
Yeah. We're trying to...
He has like this small like pocket on the front of his shirt, and he's just kind of like
We'll get him a pack.
So
I'll
it's
buy
like-
him a
Yeah,
pack.
we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll
he
get it.
kind of balances it in there.
We'll get a pack.
How much does a backpack cost?
We think it probably 7 days. Round trip. On foot,
All right. I mean, whatever it takes.
I guess. I don't know. We don't know. We're not sure. But that's what we're trying to get supplies for.
It's about $2 for a backpack, so I'll pay that
that's
for
not
it. I'll add backpack to my
I mean,
cost.
is anyone here proficient in hunting or fishing? I mean, if we're going to a marsh, then
I can fish.
Get some nice catfish or something gross in
Yeah.
that marsh water.
do a little noodling.
Some prawn.
I mean, as dangerous as these marshes are, there also
Nature
must
provides.
be some sort of way to sustain yourself there. Are any of you familiar with the marshes? Oh, thank you, Siri.
And we left the building.
Yeah, we're outside. We're probably right in front of the council building. We're in mid-walking. We're mid-walking to the
We're
general
walking
store.
over there. We're walking to the...
Who walking in?
I'm walking in.
Yeah, y'all know about the marshes? Or
Yeah, I've
something?
never heard
the
of
Hooers.
Hool.
Hool.
Cool.
I thought you said Hooer.
Oh, you know how to pronounce it.
Hool marshes. I don't know diddly all about it.
Yeah, what about you, Aelin?
The tea leaves can be found there.
That's where you get those nasty things.
Well,
So the
Really,
drug,
the-
I say in Oceanus, the drug tea comes from the marshes.
I think
Oh.
that we really get it also
tiny
from
cups.
the Dreadwood.
Well,
is
just the
also,
water in them, not
Dreadwood.
the cups.
In the hool.
Huh?
It was in the hool.
It's in there and the Dreadwood.
Yeah, you've primarily gone to the marshes, though.
The marshes, though, yeah.
so
You know
you,
your way around there.
so yeah, you know the place then, so you know the
I
locals.
kind of grew up.
Look at that red. This is just meant to be. So if we run into any what are the toads?
People like you.
well, I don't.
They're not many like
Nematodes?
me.
No, the
frog
bullies.
people.
We run into the bullywugs. You know about that and how to deal with them.
Yeah, we were pretty isolated. We didn't interact much, but I mean, they keep to themselves. You keep to yourself. Things tend to work out. They don't come looking for trouble, and we didn't go looking for trouble.
We are looking for trouble, so that's not good. So I guess that means
I'm not looking for trouble.
We're looking for lizard.
which is right now trouble because they wanted to be armed to the teeth.
It's also on the DL.
That's right. We shouldn't talk about that out loud. We're off to go exploring the surroundings. See what's out there.
In the market. No other reason.
All right, so we're heading to general store, and then are you trying to go to the Dwarven Anvil?
Yes, check on the split mail.
Okay.
Is that what I ordered? Split mail? It wasn't plate mail? Okay, I ordered split mail.
Yeah. What about the rest of y'all?
I'm going along for the shopping trip.
Okay.
We shopping.
And I'm gonna vouch on our Oceanus friend. Like, we can pay for stuff. We get a shit ton of money.
By the way, Redimir, I know you don't have a permanent residence here, same
No.
as Oceanus.
Right.
They're
They're vagabonds, if you
I mean, I just have a couch, so I don't know who would sleep on the ground, maybe. Because I have my own room. Kugal's got his own room. But I do have a living room. So if you guys do need somewhere to stay and you don't want to pay somewhere, it may not be the most comfortable, but it is free. So I'm just offering I don't know if you guys were already planning on staying with Colt or not, but just wanted to all,
We're an easy shopping trip.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost much.
You are
at
the
all.
first to officially invite us to spend the night.
Why are we looking at me? What?
Oceanus, we could stay with the drug tea lady.
I still am trying to wrap my head around what drug tea is, but
Perhaps we'll get a
you've
chance.
all been nice to me so far. I mean, you let me out of my cell.
And some of us gave you money.
You did. You all gave me money. Thank you.
Yes, everyone.
Yes. You're all very generous. I appreciate it. And like he's just speaking Elvish,
Yeah, I'm
like
just
to
like-
all of you.
He's thanking all of us.
Yeah, especially us that gave him money.
Oh, good for you. Good.
Now, I am lucky to have found such a nice group of people and capable, I've seen. And again, you just hear like,
Quite capable.
and as you're walking, he's just kind of going on and like just dragging on, but in complimentary fashion.
He's really fond of us, I say to Pukon.
That's great. Thank
We've made his
We're
life
fond
a
of
lot
him.
better than it was previously.
Good.
So we'll take like a quick 10-minute break real quick. Y'all can do any shopping, like general shopping or anything that you want to do, and we'll come back and then we'll head to the Dwarven Anvil. Yes.
At the general store, what if they had anything like really nice and fancy, like not in the book? I've got a lot of money I'm trying to spend, so if there's
We
anything
could
not
go to
listed,
Zendros's Magical
ooh,
Curiosities.
I want to go there too. Let's add that to the list.
Okay.
Okay. Great call.
So y'all want to stick together for the shopping then? I'm good with that.
This is family shopping
General
adventure.
store, armory, weird wizard land,
Magical Curiosity.
that one, and wherever else I'll tag with.
This is gonna be so much fun. The gang goes shopping.
The gang all right, we will be back. Give us about 10 minutes, and we'll get back to it. All right.
So how many rations am I carrying?
Of mine, 10.
Anyway.
I have 10 as well.
Oh, I have 12
On you or in the bag?
on me.
You're going to carry your rations?
Okay, carry rations. All right, so 20 plus whatever Oceanus wants.
My
Which
bag
sounded like none.
got 120
Ocean-
pounds of goods.
Oceanus is like, you can just fish for food.
No, he'll take it.
What is Oceanus? What weapon are you wielding? Are we back alive?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're live.
dead.
We're back.
What weapon are you wielding right now?
none.
He has his. He like has his, his crossbow.
Yeah.
Are you good with martial weapons by chance?
Are you
Like,
range?
What is a martial weapon?
well, you got like your short sword, which most people just you hold and swing. Then you got a long sword that's got a bit more heft and weight to it. 'Cause you need to be have a little more know how to use it.
Do you fight close or do you fight far?
Let me look something up real quick.
I mean, no matter what, even if he fights close or far, if something's in his face, he ain't gonna be able to. Oh, he needs a way to fight it. I happen to have a couple long swords. I can give him one.
Need some armor too.
Nah, he looks fine. Look at him.
Not that.
Look, he looks like the dodgy type of guy. You know, like if you swing, you'll be lucky to hit him.
Looks like a 10 maybe. If
We'll
that.
give him some leather armor if he needs it.
At least with my robes, I'm like a 12.
Yeah, we investigate our NPCs' equipment to see what we can replace.
It looks like mostly like lighter or leather. It's hard to say exactly, but it allows for ease of movement when like swimming, things like that. There's nothing heavy on him.
Okay, so he's wearing like leather equivalent or something. Okay. And his
Need a
weapon,
backpack.
does he have like a dagger or something at least, or is it just the crossbow?
So he has his crossbow. He says, "I'm also quite capable with a what do they call it on the land? A trident?
Trident.
Oh, that's melee. Well, that's reach.
You're good with the trident. What about
Tridents.
Do you have a trident?
I mean, no, I
don't
don't.
know if we've.
I don't think
have
we're-
y'all in common? Have y'all ever seen a trident for sale?
Well, hear this. I think we can work with that though, because I know we can probably get a spear
Get
for
your
the blacksmith
tridents,
shop.
yeah. What about a spear? A one-headed trident.
It's like a trident, except it's just one.
One.
It's like
poke.
1/3 of a trident.
right,
Exactly.
right.
So
I
it's
can understand
a
you.
one dent.
A one,
One.
a mono.
Yeah.
Undent.
I've got another name for that.
I mean, I suppose I could figure out how to use an undent.
All right.
Or spear.
Undent. Let's
And I summon my pack weapon just to like, see? Like,
Or a spear.
yeah, like
Yes.
this.
And yours is like a glaive, though, right?
Yeah.
That's quite large.
Thank you. I mean, it's just right if you ask me. but-
He's impressed.
Oh.
Well, we'll look for spears and tridents.
I don't know, Shannon. Spear kind of sucks.
It'd be better than nothing.
Yeah, it'd be better than nothing. Better than like a dagger.
I think I have
I
one.
mean, that's what they train the children with in our village, the spear.
It'll feel quite similar to your trident. We'll make it work. Maybe like
You could make it into a trident.
I was thinking about that. If I had maybe the metal and a bit of time, but I don't think we have either of those. Would I be able to work through the night and attach 2 metal outward pieces to a spear?
I actually already have a
There's
spear.
you
he can have
could. There's variables that go into it,
You want to do some rolls?
like potentially rolls and like how you're attempting to do it, and then whether or not you're trying to allow the rest of your team to sleep.
I'll be alone. They're all
I'm
staying
at
at
my
her
house.
house. I'm in solo tonight. It sounds
So
like.
you're trying to okay. Also, how many hours of sleep are you trying to get?
4
4
hours sleep. That's the all nighter shift.
Sleep champions. Yes.
I have a spear. He's welcome to it.
Okay.
Oh, well, so we at least have
he'll
the
take
base.
he'll take the spear.
You gonna let me do a little work to that? Google, you good with that?
You'll have to talk to him. This is
Was
his
that
spear now.
your spear, or did we find that?
It
we
was
acquired?
in my backpack.
Sounds like we
I have
found
a really long
it. We
backpack.
took it from. Well, Oh, you heard him. Never mind. Did you say that in English or common? English in common or
Yes,
Elvish?
it's, uh,
Excuse me.
I don't think he speaks Elvish, do you?
Oh, I meant you about the trident.
I was talking to him. If I'm talking to him, I'm
Oh, you're supposed to
Elvish,
Elvish.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So yeah, he's gonna make you a trident. He's
Yeah.
gonna try.
He's gonna try it.
Trident.
All right, we'll go ahead and try it in.
Well, we got a couple more places to stop. I guess you hand me the spear, Google. Sure. All right, y'all see me flip open the back of my backpack, and this 3-foot spear. I just let go of it above my backpack, and whoop, just disappears.
Magic.
Fancy.
So I guess we all got our general store stuff. Swing by the armor real quick.
Yeah.
We go to the armor.
Okay. You walk down the road a bit, and let's see where to go here.
This was on our shopping list. Or our-
There we go. And find yourself back standing in front of the Dwarven Anvil.
I'll assume the door's open because it's business hours, so I'll just give it a turn and
Yep.
going in.
Opens right up, and inside you can kind of feel the heat, coming off of the forges in there. There's a bit of activity going on in here. A couple people walking around, looking around, but looking behind the counter, you see the 2 people that you had dealt with before, Jasker and Mafera, kind of in the back. Yeah.
Afternoon, folks. I'll go up to the counter and how we doing?
Jasker turns back around to you and says, Mr. Wait. Colt.
Yeah, I am Colt.
Hero Saltmarsh.
How are you today?
Colt's good. I'm doing great. Just stocking up for our next big outing. We're gonna head out in the morning again to
Somewhere.
head out and do a little exploring and whatnot. I was coming to just get a little update on the splint we talked about.
Ah, perfect. Yes, I'm glad you're here. We did run into a bit of a delay. We had a delay on the leather that came in for us to attach the steel, the metal plates to, the metal strips. And he kind of gestures back, and you can actually see on the wall there is kind of a leather, like chest piece up there, long sleeve, and about 1/3 of it, maybe a little more, has these very fine-looking metal like strips going up, and it's kind of segmented. And then in between those segments, you see like pieces of chainmail that link the joints together. From where you're standing, it looks very well made. He said, so we got a bit of a later start than we thought. And Mafera actually comes up, and she's kind of, again, this older woman, kind of worn skin. You can tell she's, again, spent her life laboring over an anvil, over the forge. She comes up smoking like a cigarette, pretty much, and says, look, we're running behind on it. They sent us the shit late. And, you know, I'm sorry, but we do quality work here, and it's going to take some time to finish it. Our apologies.
Oh, I get it. Quality number one. I'd rather have that than a rush product.
Especially when it comes to protecting your important bits.
I'm counting on it to be very effective against arrows, if I'm being honest. This one, not so much.
This will certainly do that. It's just gonna probably take us probably till next week to finish.
About a week? Okay.
But we will get it done. And you see her kind of looking you up and
7 days
down.
from today.
Now, I don't mean to be rude here by any means. This piece is gonna turn out to be quite heavy. You sure you're up to the
yeah.
task?
Don't worry about that. I have a few
wasn't
tricks I learned from a few books I read, and also these are gonna help a lot. And that kind of twists my gauntlet a little bit. I know it looks super heavy, but when it's on me, won't be.
Huh. All right. I mean, who am I to ask? You're paying us the gold, so.
Yeah, if she's looking at my arms, I got like just regular, unmuscular arms.
Yeah.
I don't look strong at all.
I'm not here to judge. So, yeah, come back next week, maybe middle of next week. We'll have it. We apologize for the delay.
That's good. Thank you. I appreciate it. And we will probably be back in about a week.
That'd be like the 4th of Myrtle, right?
Oh.
Give or take.
While we're here,
Look at y'all.
they got the dates. Damn.
So that would be.
It's all Aelin.
I just have my calendar, my palm, my little.
We're gonna call it the 5th of Myrtle. Yeah.
But I colored in.
She wrote it and marked it.
While we're here, just out of curiosity, you guys sell tridents?
Bar buddy.
It's a rare ask, and she kind of looks behind you. Oh God, is that a sea elf?
Maybe.
He's good with tridents.
Yeah, he's good with tridents.
Well, clearly. I mean, there's few better with a trident than the sea elf, from what I know.
How fast could you fashion one?
But we don't have to worry about that, I don't think.
I mean, we don't have them just laying around.
That is actually what I was worried about. Okay, how about, can I get,
Or material?
maybe 2 ingots? How much would 2, metal ingots be?
No, well, now you're just asking questions that the DM needs to look up.
Or if you got scrap in the back, I could take that.
Well, the bit dent's still back there.
You know what?
That-
I'll just check that. I'll probably find what I need there. That's the only way I get my stuff anyhow.
Do you want to ask? Because they will clearly know exactly the materials you need to turn a spear into a trident.
Nah, I'll just find like an old helmet or something, and I can work with that.
I want to ask if they have any studded leather armor and stuff.
Studded leather? Let me see here. She will look at you and say, I think we've got a couple of pieces. I don't know that they're perfectly sized for you. Is that a problem?
How out of size are we talking about? Like, do I need to lose about 10 or gain about?
Gain?
Suppose I can wait for alterations if necessary. Like, can I see it?
Yeah, she turns around and says, kind of puts a cigarette back in her mouth. Jasker, show him the studded leather. And she goes kind of back to the forge. You see her start hammering back on something. Jasker comes back out and pulls out a couple of kind of different variations of studded leather armor and lays them out. Both of them look to be maybe one size too big. We can trim them down.
Sure. What does the set go for? Like, what's your,
Going rate for those 45 gold.
altered?
50.
Can I make one adjustment? I want it as dark a brown as you could possibly make.
Like you need it dyed.
Yeah.
I mean, we're pretty close with Miss Kester down the road. I suppose we could look at that. It's probably going to cost you a little extra. I don't know how much. Maybe we can just settle up with everything. We can kind of reserve this for you,
I'll
and
give you 25 now, and
that works for us.
how quick do you think?
Well, he's got to come back next week anyway for his stuff. Just kind of come back.
I'm
I
not worried
guess,
about it.
I don't want to overpromise you. We did have a delayed shipment from her, and which is why we're still waiting on his shit. So, let's maybe just say middle of next week.
I'll go ahead and give him 25.
All right, he takes it. Man, this is much appreciated. Thank you.
Do they sell like shields here?
They do.
Do you have a shield nicer than this? It's just a regular shield. It's +2.
Let me see here. Well, I mean,
a
what are you
regular
looking
shield?
for
Oh, yeah.
specifically? Like something heavier, something with some like a spike on it. Like, what are we looking for?
But magic shield, this probably.
Gotta go to the other place.
Better.
Maybe
I
like
got +3.
Xandros or whatever.
+3 shield, please.
Zendros, she comes across some good stuff from time to time. You never know what she's gonna have. It comes and goes, and she doesn't necessarily keep a regular stock on her. We check every now and again, see if she's got anything good. It's more of a bartering system with her.
Oh, we're pretty good at that.
She's something a little off with her, though. I'd be careful dealing with her.
I don't know if we're good at that. Off people, maybe.
Only one way to know. We can try. Then.
But in terms of what we have on us right now, I don't necessarily have anything that would be too different from
Okay.
what you
it's
got
just worth
there.
asking.
But if you want us to make something, we can. You can commission us to do something if you have something in mind.
I'll think on it. Thank you.
All right.
Off to the magic lady now.
I grabbed some like a bent, broken helmet or something,
Out of the bent dent.
and maybe like a gauntlet missing 4 fingers.
Yeah. There's so. Yeah, so you find a couple of pieces that you think you can use. One of which is actually a broken piece of a spear of some kind. It's missing like the sharp end of it, and the haft of it is kind of slightly bent to the side.
Oh, perfect.
The other thing you find is a helmet that the right side of it has just been like pushed in, crushed.
Just carve that
Looking
off.
on the inside of it, there's a tinge of red.
Oh, well. That's how it usually goes. I grab that too. No.
Oh no, that one's cursed me.
All right.
Put it in the pack.
Okay. And we're heading over to Zendros.
Magic store.
Okay. I don't have a picture necessarily ready for her, but you walk up to a smaller shop in the town, and it doesn't have like an official sign outside of it necessarily. You see a couple people that have just walked out, and they look fine. We walk. I guess we're just going right in.
I will follow him behind y'all in a second. I gotta go to an outhouse real quick. I'll be there. Okay. Don't wait on me. Go on inside.
Walking into get the good stuff. Walking into this shop, standing behind the counter is a probably maybe 5.5 foot tall tiefling, bright red skin, horns that sort of curl back and then around. On the left horn is kind of like this golden cap. Her attire is nothing out of the ordinary, but it is adorned with various skulls and kind of bones and kind of darker imagery. And as you enter the room, she greets you all, says, welcome to Zendros Magical Curiosities.
What's her age like?
Probably late 30s.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good.
What can we do for you?
I was just wondering what all you had available today.
She smiles at you and says, was there something you were looking for specifically?
Well, I'm an adventurer, so I wasn't sure if maybe you had something for the adventuring type.
That's a pretty broad question. Are you looking for something to sustain you in battle? Are you looking for something to take another's life? Are you looking for something to prolong your own?
All of the above, potentially, if you have it.
Well, Zendros can procure pretty much anything you want.
Oh, but, like, what do you have available now?
I mean,
You were asking a shield a minute ago.
Yeah, do you have a better one of these?
like hold up the shield.
Yeah.
Better how?
Well, this is only +2, and it weighs 6 pounds. And so it's kind of heavy, and, I mean, it's good, but it's not great.
So you're looking for something with the same amount of protection, but maybe a little lighter?
Or stronger and lighter.
Okay. I believe I know of something that I could get for you. Nothing I have here at this moment, but I'd be willing to make a deal with you.
A deal? Do tell.
There's a piece that I've been looking for. It's called an apparatus of Qualish.
I've never heard of such a thing.
I wouldn't expect that you have. It is a unique piece that would allow one to traverse the world underneath the waves without worrying about drowning.
So you can breathe underwater.
Yes. It would also allow you to traverse that area quite easily as well.
Walk inside the shop, wipe my hands. Oh, this place looks fancy. Yours now.
I'll kind of turn around and seeing Colt walk back in, I'll send Colt a message and like, have you heard of this apparatus of Qualash? It's not like I'm looking just look at the walls, seeing what's on them.
I know what an apparatus is, but not a Qualesh. But if you give me a couple minutes with it, I bet I can know everything about it.
I don't say anything.
We don't have it in possession. She wants it for trade.
She says, if you can bring
Wants
me
what?
this apparatus, and she starts to describe it to you, and the way she describes it to you, it sounds almost like it is like a large sealed, like iron barrel, almost. But it has a way that you can get inside of it. It's like a personal submarine, essentially, is what she describes to you.
For a how good would the shield be?
She wants a personal submarine?
For a shield.
What kind of shield?
One better than this?
Like, how better?
Like lighter and stronger?
Like, are we talking I could block an ogre's swing at that point? Or are we talking I could block a dragon's claw? Like, we need a comparison here.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not asking for you to go specifically seek this out. I'm
To trade.
asking if you come across it, that we make a bargain then.
Oh, she would offer something else, maybe more. That's what you're saying.
I could offer you and track down quite the formidable shield if you were to bring me that apparatus.
Well, if we find it, I mean,
We'll think on it. How about that?
Fair enough.
do you have like a bargain bin of potions, like a surprise me for half cost or something?
Nope.
No? I was hoping to get like just a random tonic. Like alcohol.
So,
You have a bag that holds a lot of stuff, but it looks small, but it holds a lot.
Oh, like a bag of holding.
Exactly.
No,
so looking
I can
around,
get one for you.
So looking around while they're talking, like
I think
what's
that's a geographical audit.
like
2 weeks from now.
what's in here?
I think she's
Is
just a
it
procurement lady. I don't
Is it
think she
just
has anything.
us and a table and her and like bare walls?
Pretty much.
Have you procured anything recently that might trade for right now?
I deal on a one-to-one basis.
Okay, so it's like I get
Wow.
it. So we make a request. So she says, well, if you have this, we'll talk. And then we come back. She knows people, probably, that will acquire these things for us. I see how this works now.
Or if we bring something, then you may see value in it and go from there.
Aelin and Colt, make a history check for me.
7.
23.
Can you use your inspiration?
You're too like wrapped up and almost frustrated.
I'm
and
annoyed.
and confused.
Yeah, I'm annoyed
with
by
this-
her. I
with
thought
this
she was
person.
really cool walking in, and I'm like, this bitch.
Colt, though, you know that she comes and she does not have a permanent spot here, and that she comes and goes, and most of the time is here to trade with. Her purpose here is to bring food back to her village, where you don't know exactly like where it is, but you know that she comes here regularly. And in kind of addition to that, she offers these services to procure magical items should there be the right deal.
All right, well, would you have any interest in something like this? And I'll just reach into my pocket and I'll take out the Pipe of Remembrance and hold it up. It's, I don't know if you've seen something like this. Essentially, it shows your greatest heroic details within like over a 5-minute span once a day. It's kind of a neat, like a trinket, kind of.
Almost like regaling of your heroic deeds.
Yeah, in big smoky form. Good for a party.
Huh. Could be interested.
I'm not really looking for anything in particular, but I guess if you come across something odd, maybe some weird ring or something, or maybe even an elixir, I don't know. I'd be willing to trade it.
Fair enough. I'll keep that in mind.
As long as you cool are all good with it too. I assume you don't care about this thing.
It's been useful.
I found it in a unique place, but you know, to secrets between adventurers or something, right? Same way you get your stuff or something. I'll put it back in my pocket.
All right.
Procurement lady, that's cool. So if something we want, we just come back here. Oh, there is something to keep an eye out for. I don't know how in the world I'd trade for this. It's like a tool that serves every purpose. Think of like you need a blacksmith tool at the time, or maybe a carpenter's tool, or maybe a weaver's tool. Whatever it is, no matter what, this tool does it. And it can be used to channel your magics through. You haven't heard about anything like that, have you?
I haven't, but I must admit I'm intrigued.
Well, if you hear it throughout your journeys, give me a heads up. I'll be coming by every now and then, because I'm sure Aelin wants to maybe see if you got something else too.
No, by all means.
Heard of a jug once. Had a bunch of different toppers on it.
That I have heard of.
It's
Spits out a bunch of different liquids.
Exactly. Maybe I'd be more interested in something like that for this personal submarine.
Fair enough. I can put some feelers out.
Sounds good. Again, just thinking, not promising anything. Mulling it over. Okay, great.
if you need to know specifics, it's called an all-purpose tool, aptly named.
Leather.
You see her pull out a little notepad and kind of And you see her also kind of look at you and smile and write down as well.
Well, I guess, thank you for your time.
Oh, you're welcome here anytime I'm in town.
Perfect. I head for the door.
I follow Aelin. I'll
Okay.
give her a quick wave.
Oceanus, we're leaving.
Yeah. What was up with her? She was weird.
Yes.
She's a procurement lady. We tell her some weird thing we want, and she might be able to find it. We should have said trident. That would have been an easy one. Whatever. I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna make one. We'll
Things
try.
that are worth
Well, she
like a
had no-
gazillion dollars for nothing.
I wait till we're outside. Start talking shit. All right, doors closed. All right.
She wanted an underwater vehicle for a shield. Is that what
Or
you
a
said?
shield.
It has to be like some enchanted
No, I
dragon
think that
blocking
she would have
shield.
gotten me for the okie doke. That's why I said, nah, I don't know about that.
If we find something that can travel underwater, I think we should probably.
Keep it for ourselves.
Yeah, probably.
I'd say to Oceanus, have you ever heard of a apparatus of Quellish? Allows us to breathe underwater.
Heard of people trying to experiment with some sort of underwater vessel.
Even I don't know
Not seen one.
where to begin with that.
Oceanus has never seen one of those things that she was trying to sell you for a shield.
How would you even engineer it to
believe
where it would take the pressure of being on? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, Oceanus. She seemed to just, if you want something, she'll get it for you, but she'll make up something and you have to go get that. Kind of was.
He wouldn't have seen it because he wouldn't have needed it.
Definitely not
feel
like
like
a
looking-
buy this for gold kind of thing.
Right.
Very interesting.
Like more of a bartering system.
Right, but then the thing is, you don't know what you can barter for. Frustrating. That's what Alien was getting. Cheapo was getting mad. I say.
I think she just needs specifics. So maybe
Right.
maybe like you should have said like a rare shield, really rare shield or something.
I don't
A
know.
wondrous shield. That's what the words they like to use in those books.
When I go shopping, I just want it to speak to me. I don't want to have to figure it out.
A sentient shield.
No, like I see it on the shelf and I'm like, ooh,
Oh, like actual shopping.
yeah.
Yeah, that
not
was-
like
Exactly.
mind games.
That was a different type of shop. And she's
Oceanus,
not even.
when you shop, do you like the mind game shop or do you like to just what talks to you?
In my tribe, we just sort of barter with each other.
May find a shield at the market next time too, like a more rare, unique shield or something.
Yeah.
Let's check it next weekend. It's close to the weekend, isn't it?
It's on the Monday.
Oh, it's on a Monday. It's a shop. No, it's on a Monday. Never mind.
How do you know that?
I
I say
don't.
to Oceanus.
I've never been there.
He saw a sign or something.
Yeah, was it
no
on a sign?
Mondays on
Because
here.
it's probably on a sign.
It was
it's
in
over.
Elvish.
It's over here. It's fine.
It's probably called some weird like August Day or
There's
something.
no
or
Mondays on here.
Seth Day.
Seth Day.
There are 10 days in the week, according to this.
Right.
You gotta figure out
Wednesday.
which one is Monday.
Wednesdays, Tuesdays, Thursdays,
Like-
Thursdays.
It's Tuesdays is the Monday because that's day number 2.
It would be on the like the essentially the second day of that week.
I'm not from here. I don't understand.
Yeah, our maps are, they're different.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
All right.
Really make you work a lot around.
Man, I guess that's yeah.
And
There's no more shopping that I know of. I guess I'm heading back to my place.
Yeah, what time is it?
I went
It's
to
like
the,
late afternoon.
I went to
at
like
this point.
I found a general sling. Something. Sling.
We got any booze? Did we give it all away?
I still have my.
We can go
unnamed
see Whiskey
boat
Willie,
ready.
maybe. Have
We
a
could
have a
go see
cocktail, a
Whiskey
nighttime
Will.
cocktail.
You could buy some for the trip. I want to get an early head start in this
Oh,
trident.
road beers?
Oh, yeah.
Road beers.
Load up. We got the money. Sure. Get something to make you
Can
happy.
get some beers to go.
Road ales.
Road ales.
But I am going to
Just have
split
it-
off
Just have it lit.
and get started on
Oh yeah, you got
Oceanus's thing. We'll spend the rest of the day on that and a lot of the night.
Oceanus, do you drink alcohol?
What is alcohol?
I've partaken
Ales.
before.
With liqueurs, whiskeys?
Sure.
I guess Northgate. early morning, maybe a little bit after sunrise. We'll say 8ish. Is
Do
that
you
good?
think they have eel ale?
Eel ale. I'll say that in
no.
common.
It's delicious.
Eel ale.
Oceanus likes eel
He
ale.
likes eel ale.
How do they even make that? They squeeze the eel? What do they do?
Oh, it's simple. You take the eel, you cut off the head, you turn it upside down, squeeze it, you run that, and he begins
Does
to
that make
describe
sense?
this whole elaborate process of like refining eel guts into an alcoholic beverage.
Probably no.
It's got a very salty but sweet taste to it, and
He'd like that
He
weird.
like that weird.
Yeah, the crab thing
the
or
crab,
whatever.
Crab wine.
Well, we'll say that in common too.
Huh?
Read that about the crab thing. I think Oceanus likes fishy beer.
Have you ever
Oh.
had crab wine?
crab wine.
Do you relay the description of the eel ale?
Oh, yeah.
I'm horrified.
He doesn't want it.
I just blanched white. Just what?
We've heard the crab wine's really good.
I've not had a crab wine.
Well, you should
Not
try it for
terrible.
today, though.
So,
He's got a friend he wants to meet at that place anyhow.
did we get goats for Oceanus? Like, is he in gear on stuff?
Yeah, I'm assuming
We got a
Oceanus
backpack
bought
and
what he
stuff.
needed.
He's barefoot.
It's just
You're not just have an empty pack. He spends gold. He buys his food, a bag to sleep in or something.
do we have to shop for him too? Christ?
No, you don't. I'll make sure I
Load
get him
him
out.
up. Load him up.
Well, let's go see Whiskey Will. We have a friend named Whiskey Will, Oceanus. We definitely didn't stand him up.
I would love to meet your friends.
Well, he's like a friend.
Yes, that's what I said.
He's a local legend, if you will. We're not friends with him.
Legend. He's a warrior.
Something. He has a. How would you say it? Whiskey Will. He
He's
has
a
a
notary. Like important.
infamy.
Infamy. There you
He drinks
a
a lot.
villain.
He drinks a lot and gets thrown
Should
out
I
of
prepare
places.
for battle?
No, you should not prepare for battle.
Maybe
Do you
your
understand
liver.
anything they're saying?
Maybe prepare your liver for battle.
No.
go. I was like, whiskey wheel.
Yeah, I'm like,
Whiskey Will.
Like, oh, I know
We're
that
talking about
word.
Whiskey Will. Prepare
He's
your
a great
liver
guy.
for battle because of alcohol.
Ah,
Liver.
the claw wine.
That's how Whiskey Will does his fights. With liquor.
Claw wine, that's right.
All wine.
Made it crab.
100% real crab.
Damn it.
It's chewy.
You already been digging into it, huh? All right. So what are we doing? Where are we going?
I will go ahead and dismiss myself, and I'll meet you up North Gate in the morning. You gotta do your drinking, whatever you do. And get started on this trident with the metal I got. And good luck. And I'll see you in the morning.
see you
Yes,
in the
sir.
morning.
Oceanus, I'll grab his shoulder and I'll say, "Don't drink the tea." All right. And I'll give him 2 pats and I'll keep going. Then I'll yell in common as I'm
Remember-
walking away.
remember
Don't
the-
give him that tea. Don't do it.
Remember the drug tea.
And I depart.
Arm around his shoulder. Don't worry about the tea. The tea is fine.
No.
Like, he doesn't understand
No.
me with the tea. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Go see
And
Whiskey Will.
so where you're headed to the
He was at the. Where did we say we're gonna meet him for? I forget. It's one of the bars. Was it the Empty Net
That sounds
or the
right.
Snapping Line?
We stood him up hard, and y'all about to go see him.
so the empty net is where
We have
the two
stories.
of you
we have
were
stories for Whiskey Will.
employed.
Yeah.
It'll bring him peace telling him what you found.
The snapping line would be where you met with Whiskey Will last time.
Tell him about some eel wine. Eel beer.
You know that the claw wine is an acquired taste.
Yeah. we'll go get
Oceanus has
some-
acquired it. It sounds like,
We'll go get some claw wine for Oceanus.
and drinks fish.
See if Whiskey Will's in there.
Are you looking to do anything specific? Okay. Just see if Whiskey Will's there and
Have a good time.
have a good time. And then after that, the plan is go back to your cabin in the woods.
I'm inquiring also about if there's any like to-go liqueur.
Mm.
That's illegal. No.
Ain't no laws when you're drinking claws.
But you can probably buy bottles. Like from the tavern, yeah.
Claw wine.
Yeah,
that
you
is.
could probably
Claw
have them
wine.
bottle up some claw wine if you wanted to take it with you.
I do.
Okay.
Depending on how much it costs.
I
You
did
got any
not.
flavors of claw wine?
No. It's
like-
claw flavored. You don't see Whiskey Will in there that evening.
And this is the snapping line?
Mm-hmm.
I want to inquire.
We'll
Where's
ask,
Mr.
yeah.
Will?
Who are you asking?
Bartender.
The bartender, whoever's serving me.
Where's Whiskey Will?
He was in here earlier. I haven't seen him since. He may have wandered
That's
off already. You may check the Wicker Goat.
That's all right, thank you. Do you guys do to-go claw wine?
Need some claw wine to go?
How much is it?
I don't fucking know.
That bag of holding got a
we-
2-foot diameter too. You could literally just get a whole barrel if you were trying to.
So we need 8 days of claw wine for 5 people.
Haggle with it. Throw 3 gold at him and be like, make it happen.
So we need probably like a keg.
You can't claw wine?
God.
We can't carry that.
Does it have to be refrigerated?
You could carry that.
Probably
Bag of holding.
not.
I've heard most people enjoy it at room temperature.
Oh God.
The
Is it flammable?
This room.
if you need it to be.
You know what? Let's just start off with a round. Everyone, what do you want? It's on me.
I mean, what else we got? Just claw wine? That's all we got.
So they have regular ale.
I'll take
The claw wine is the special though.
Diet claw wine. Claw
You got any
wine.
Diet Coke.
The claw is the law here.
I'm sure we got rum.
Yeah, they would have like rum and whiskey and kind of ale.
I'll do whiskey in the rum.
All right,
Regular ale.
all right.
A call
Yeah.
for me. And what is will you ask?
Oceanus, would you like to try some claw wine?
Yes, it sounds.
Maybe you should
Quite
smell it
interesting.
before you drink it. I'm having some whiskey.
Can I smell your whiskey?
Whiskey.
He's gonna hate that.
No. Maybe the claw wine.
He's gonna love that.
You can smell mine.
Yeah, you can smell her claw wine. You like the? What about the claw wine? Claws. Ain't no laws when you drink claws.
I'll have one of those.
And we'll have one of the claw wine. Excuse me, for our friend here.
So they
Who
don't
else
take
are
too
you
long.
drinking?
Just a regular ale.
Claw wines come out, drinks come out. By Oceanus tests claw wine and just
Whoa.
Pound it.
that's quite delicious.
Take a sip of mine. What? I don't remember. I think I was impartial to it, or it was okay.
It tastes like somebody took the tank water from the front of Red Lobster and put it in your glass.
It'll get you drunk. That's it. Not gonna be a good time.
No. Not at all.
Except for him.
Also, Oceanus.
You see, he's like, is there a limit?
It's just like water.
How much over my tab? I will go ahead and settle for the first round.
Yeah. So we can kind of
Yeah.
fast forward through it. You all have a pretty fun night, and you find yourself back at.
How much do I owe the bar? 2 gold, 1 gold.
After
One
everything is said and done, 4 gold.
Did you get it to go keg?
No.
You get some to go booze.
No.
We'll take like a bottle of whiskey.
Oceanus is like singing with you, like as you're walking back. Like he's
having a
feeling
great
so
time.
great. He's
I love
living
this
his
for
best
him.
life. But you make it back to the house, no problem, and fall asleep for the evening.
This is my house, Oceanus.
This is
the
where we're
living
going.
You live in a mansion.
Yes.
Very kind of you to say that. It's not really a mansion.
Is it normal for you to have 2 houses?
I think
Why do you have two houses in common?
it's only one. Phil, do this. We tell him to do this. How many is it now?
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
And he walks towards the door. Anything else we're doing for the evening? No? All right.
Sleep.
Evening comes and goes.
Can you circle it over
When you wake up, it's a pretty typical morning. You can go through and do your rations, have your breakfast, anything like that. Anything you want to do before you all meet up at the North Gate.
Do I have food at my house?
Yes.
I'll eat from the house then.
Yep, you don't need to use
Not
your
enough food
rations.
for me and Oceana.
Any one of
so
you
go.
who are staying in a house, you don't need to utilize a ration.
Oh, very well.
Awesome.
Had some old cereal.
Yeah. Yeah, it had some stale Cheerios in the pantry.
Granola.
And we'll go ahead and kind of fast forward, if we want, to the North Gate here. The day seems pretty nice again. A couple clouds in the sky. Morning has very well set in. Blue skies, a couple clouds scattered here and there. But Colt, you find yourself standing at the North Gate, alone at the moment. But it's not too long before the rest of the group you see walking up the path toward you.
How's Oceanus doing today?
He looks great. He's got a pep in his step. He looks like he's ready for the adventure.
Someone loved the crab wine last night.
Oh, I bet he did, but the weird fish stuff. Eel wine, crab claw, whatever. Squeeze a fish, drink it.
No eel beer, though. And no whiskey will.
Oh, well, that's... I don't know if that's fortunate or unfortunate. Did I do any success with said spear to trident?
Make a... Let's see here. Let me think. Let's call it... Let's call it a sleight of hand check.
By the hand. Right.
Oh, you know what? No. Let's do... Just do an... Ooh.
Attack my...
Let's do, because this is kind of like you've got to plan this out and like design it and everything. It's gonna be we're gonna do a couple of checks.
Okay.
The first one, yes, let's do an intelligence check.
Okay. 11.
Okay, and now let's do sleight of hand.
If this is the tools I'm proficient, do I get anything for that?
You would, yes, if you're using Smith's tools, you can add your proficiency bonus to it.
Cool. 18.
Okay. After toiling away for a majority of the night, you were able to put together. It's not the best,
It'll kill someone, though.
but you could definitely poke somebody with it, and there'd be 3 holes in them.
I reach into my back and I carefully grab the top of the trident gently, because I don't want to cut myself, and I slowly pull it out. And I said, I think I had a little bit of success. And I grab the shaft and start pulling it out. Making trident for you, buddy.
Magic.
Wow. It's great.
I know it's not
He
completely.
loves it.
The middle part's
In
fine,
college.
but the
He
sides,
loves
I
it.
know it looks like a little twisted and whatnot, but it'll go right through stuff. I made sure it
Perhaps
hurt.
somebody.
Perhaps that helps with. And you see him kind of do a couple of short little thrusts with it, and then proceed. Yeah, exactly. To kind of
Oh,
Whoa.
with it.
Well,
This will do.
glad it's in the right hands.
Special weapon, special custom trident. It must have a name.
Of
Any
cour-
names for the trident? I say in common.
Of course it does. It's called the Thrice Speared,
No.
Thrice speared.
like
I will-
that pirate ship.
I will wield it with honor. And you see
you-
him
you
kind
do
of
that.
take it and kind of
Oh, it feels good. He
put it
appreciates
through
my
his
work.
bag.
Nice.
I'm in an
Take-
super upbeat mood now.
I take an ale bottle
and just sit it on a post, and I'm trying to practice my sling on it and see if I can
Trying to
peg it with a ball bearing. See if I can.
Okay. How far away are you standing from it?
30 feet.
30 feet. Make an attack roll, like a range attack, so it'd be plus your dex modifier, with disadvantage.
The dex. Okay.
DC is going to be 10 to hit it.
I don't like this new dice. It's hard to read. So 12 would be the disadvantage.
Yeah. So you let loose this projectile, and it hits it not quite center, but just a little off to the side, but enough to knock it off of the post.
Nice.
Get the hang of this one.
Oh, you got yourself a sling and you can use it. That's good stuff, Cougar.
Just another tool in the bag.
You got a few of them. That's all he did. He shoots the beams, makes stuff out of nowhere, just weapons, crazy. Really magical stuff.
It's a bag of mysteries.
He is. You know, we never talked about that, did we? I think I brought that up a few times. How do you do that? You just make a weapon appear and it's got that green flaming stuff?
It's part of the powers I was imbued with.
Dude.
Well, I made an agreement with my deity to
You made a deal with a deity. What kind of deity?
It's tough to explain. Valkyr was who I was.
Valkyr?
Yes,
I know a Volker. What's a Valkyr?
the same one.
Oh.
It was who I was pledged to, but I find that this things aren't really adding up, and I'm still trying to kind of figure that out.
Huh. My parents worshipped him too. That's
Oceanus, he gets his power from the hells.
no. Valkyr's not of the hells. He's like a sea god, sort of. He's
Sea
got
god.
temples about and
Sea
around.
god, not the hells.
You may have seen one or two. There's one on deeper in the island.
Valkyr
Valkyr.
is
Yes.
familiar. That's
No, not Umberlay. No, none of that. None of that here.
Umberley is quite terrifying.
None of that. We're not those types of people.
Okay.
not from me.
Valkyr.
Umberlay's like a really bad. She's like the. I think they call her the.
Valkyr.
I think there's books about her, literally called the Bitch Queen or something. If I'm not mistaken.
Have you read that book, The Bitch Queen?
I have not. I've just seen the uncountable corpses she's left behind.
Terrible, terrible deity. Some people dig that though. So, what you gonna do?
Well, I would say for one thing, she is to be respected.
If you are on the sea, I suppose that is true. I'm not familiar with the sayings as far as that go. I just know that she is not a good deity. But enough about that. We're not souring today. They started a good day. We're going out again, deep to the north in the mud and marshes, which you two know the way.
And thanks for telling us how you get your magic.
Yeah, actually, yeah, Kugo, we appreciate that.
Well, of course.
No
It's never
secrets
really come
between
up.
friends.
No, it's just part of the tools that I was imbued with.
Did you know he was that religious, Aelin? I did not take him for a holy man.
We know, yeah, we know about each
I
other.
keep my religion inside. I was not pledged to minister out to those others.
I gotcha. It's good to know.
My walk is singular.
He hates other people. No, but so she is.
Oh, okay.
Guess we hit the road. Everyone's all supplied up. Okay, let's roll.
You all head out north of the town. Unfortunately, not out of the gate that Derek hangs out at.
The wrong gate.
Sorry.
Been worth the
Yeah.
walk around.
Yeah. And you look out to open horizons, bright sky. As the road kind of weaves off into the distance out of your view. That's what we're going to go ahead and call it for this evening.
That's after we boarded the airship, though, right?
Before.
Precisely.
That'd be a
Before.
super
You
easy way to
haven't
try.
found it yet.
Never haven't found it yet.
It could be out there somewhere.
Should have asked Oceanus.
And yeah, so when we pick up next time, we're gonna start on our next chapter, our next adventure in
Oh.
Saltmarsh. How we feeling?
Good.
Confident. Loaded with supplies of random roleplay opportunity.
You got ladders, drums.
Absolutely. I'm going to use a lot of this stuff. I'm going to talk about climbing trees, tying 100 feet of rope together, filling bottles with random liquids, all sorts of stuff.
Sounds great.
Letting people borrow my bucket. Whatever they wanna do.
People borrow my bucket.
I can
Be
have
careful
my
who you
own
lend that bucket
Thank
to.
you, sir.
No, so I wasn't sure how long our kind of city adventure would go today, so I kind of prepped for a bit beyond that. So we've got some good sessions coming up. I can say that. So we'll be back here next Friday, but for our Phandelver campaign, which it's going pretty good so far. I feel
You guys just hit the road there, too.
we just hit the road. It's like we're in lockstep.
We're in sync in 2 different universes.
Yes, you
Do
over
I
there.
do I get to save my inspiration since we didn't have a battle?
I won't say because we didn't have a battle. I'll say because there really didn't end up being a lot of situations for rolling.
Yeah, you didn't really have an opportunity. You had one opportunity
And
tonight, I
one,
think.
a history check.
Yeah. So I'll let this one carry over to the next session. But outside of that, yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks to continue right on here into the next phase of our campaign. You guys just hit level 4 last session.
Level 6 now.
You're not?
5 is in between, which would be cool.
Skip 5.
Skip a level.
Straight to 6.
So we'll see how that plays out for y'all out here in the wilderness in the Hool Marshes, because there is not a friendly place, as
Houl.
Aelin and Kugal know.
Houl.
And the only one sitting at this table that really knows what the Hool Marshes can be like beyond just the first, mile or two in would be our resident half-orc over there.
Review some notes.
Hey.
Or create some notes.
But we got 2 weeks to go through all that. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the session, please give it a like, subscribe if you want to support the channel, and get notified. You click the little bell thing.
Slam that like button.
Yeah, pretty much.
And tell your friends.
And tell your friends.
All right.
Tell your friends.
Like, comment, subscribe.
That's it. You know the rules. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.